Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Sci-Fi Nation. I'm your host Jay, and we have the lovely Suzanne up here on
Hello,
panel,
hello.
and we have Jim is in the chat. Hello, Jim. How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well.
Hello, Jim.
It is a nice, relaxing Sunday here. Uh, I plan on filming two cooking videos tomorrow.
Lovely. What are we cooking?
Okay, so two dishes. They're both chicken dishes. One
Okay.
is going to be chicken and rice, and the other
Okay.
one is chicken parmesan.
Nice. Hmm.
And
You know,
really, 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 really simple. I know the parmesan sounds like it's a fancy dish or whatever. It's really not. It's really not. I mean, you can do it with. Let's see, one, two, three, like four or five ingredients. It's super simple.
right.
Yeah. So
We don't do chicken parm here, but because my kid's not about the cheese, but he'll let me do curry chicken and chili chicken.
And even with the chicken parm, the cheese is optional, right? Like you don't even have
Right.
to put the parmesan in it. It just be basically chicken marinara at that point. But you don't have to put the Parmesan cheese on it. You don't have to cover it with the mozzarella cheese on top. So if your kid don't like the cheese, then you can alter. And I say this in all my cooking videos, or at least the ones I've done before, that you can tweak it for your own taste. You don't have to follow it exactly the way I do, right? Because
Well, that's
some
how
people,
recipes happen, right?
some people might not. They might be like lactose intolerant, right? So yeah, ixnay on the cheese. Okay, cool. Problem solved. So yeah,
Yeah. That's where my boy would say, "No, Grandma, make it marinara and add some hot sauce to it."
there you go. Right. That yeah.
Okay,
Add
well,
your
you
own.
just got Louisiana chicken.
Exactly. Add your own twist to it. You ain't got to make it exactly the way I do it. It's just a quick. I like to. I do it the way I know how to do it, and then people can add their own little iterations to it, their own bells and whistles, whatever
Exactly.
they like to do. Yeah.
Like he loves curry chicken. Oh yeah.
That's something. Even in all my years, I've never had a curry chicken. So
Oh my God.
I mean, I've
Yeah,
got
we love the
curry.
curry chicken.
I've got like curry powder up in the cupboard, but I've never used it for anything.
I got recipes, but that's from the Caribbean, right? So
Well, curry, yeah,
I don't.
the Caribbean and also Indian food uses curry a lot too.
Yeah, I don't
And
use that green curry shit.
oh yeah, they use the green curry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
forgot
use
there's. I keep forgetting there's different kinds of curry. So
I use yellow curry, which is Madras curry, and it's a powder.
yeah, that's what I got in my cupboard. Yep.
That's the good stuff.
I don't know why the hell my dog's barking out there. I didn't even hear nothing.
I hear it.
Normally, yeah, like my closet is right next to me. I'm on my bed, and the stairway that goes downstairs to the front door is right underneath my closet and underneath my bed. I didn't
Sounds
hear nothing, so yeah, I don't know why he's going crazy out there.
sounds like a yappy little chihuahua.
He is. He's a yeah. He's they're Chihuahua and Dachshund mixes. I call them Chihuahuas, but yeah, ankle biters. Yeah,
That is not a dog, man.
except they don't bite; they just lick people.
That's not a dog.
No, I mean I've seen there's lots of cats that are bigger than him.
I was just gonna say my cat would beat your dog up. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Except for the fact that that motherfucker can jump like a kangaroo. He like jumps chest high on me, and I'm 6 foot tall. So,
That's the dachshund.
yep.
They used to be. I think originally they were bred to go into rat holes to kill rats.
Well, you know what? I keep calling him a dirty little rat. So.
I think that's what they were bred for. You know who would know? Mikey Sue's for.
Mikey would
The
know.
guy
Yes, he would. Yes.
Mikey's got a brain that just I don't fucking know where that brain come from. but
You
he knows
know,
everything about everything.
Mikey is, say what you will about him, but he is, I gotta say, he's still one of the most intelligent people that I've met in a long time.
Oh, fountain of knowledge.
And that's, I'm not putting down anybody else that I've met. I'm just saying, Mikey, he, you're right. He's got a brain on him. He's got some knowledge up in there. So,
Oh yeah, yep, no doubt about it.
it's just like me. People will be talking about something, and oh, that's the one little nugget I got in my brain, and then I say it. They're like, "Yay, hooray," or whatever. But
Actually, I gave you kudos the other day.
oh, you
Daniel
did.
was having a problem. Our buddy Daniel was having a problem.
Yep.
A few people are about how to do this new StreamYard thing. Are they having to pay for it? This and that, blah blah blah. They can't seem to, figure it out. I said, you know who will? Talk to Sci-Fi. He'll tell you what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for years, and I got like 10 or 12 different throwaway emails that I use for when I use up my free hours, and they're all hooked uh, to my YouTube channel. So
Okay.
yeah, that's all you gotta do. It's not that hard. It's really not. And then I get an email this morning actually saying, "Oh, 40% off summer sale." I'm like, really? So you still want to charge me twice as much as you did last year, but you're gonna say it's twice as much without saying it's twice as much by making it 40% off. Okay. No, thank you.
Biting. Yeah.
Yeah. Jim says, "Oh well, yeah, Jim's eating dinner, and also Mikey blocked me for life, but his knowledge is limited." Oh, okay. Well, to each their own, I guess. I'm sorry you two are having problems. I wish you didn't. Um, Jeff
Yeah, no
B.
doubt.
Hey, Jeff B. Hey, Jay, Dan, Jim, Suzanne. I haven't seen a Dan in here yet. We were talking about Suzanne's friend Dan.
Yeah.
I might need to go for just a second. I gotta go make that dog
Go
be
the
quiet
dog or
for a second.
something.
Yeah, I'll
I'll
be
keep
right back.
talking.
I'll be right back.
Okay, folks. It's just using me now. Don't know if you're going to be anybody here when he gets back, but here we go. So, yeah, I don't know about any limited knowledge. I know whenever I've needed information, he's been there. That being said, Jim's always been there too when I've needed information. So, as long as I got you guys, I should have some knowledge by the end of this. So, Jim, what's new? I don't know if I can see his chat, so hang on, guys. I can't. He didn't pop it up. Oh, he's quieted down. The dog has been taken care of. We're about to find out what that dash hound thing was up to. I really suck at this on my own, guys. I wish somebody was up there to talk to me. Jim, you got to come on when he gets back. You can keep it going. I'm just like the background buffer noise. You can actually carry on the conversation.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I love having people up here chatting with
Anybody in the
me.
chat still? Did I
Well, I
scare them all
mean,
off?
I mean, well, we got Jeff B and Jim, so I'm guessing they're still there.
Okay, good.
Um, no, I love having people up on panel chatting. That's always my favorite, But if anything, if people are chatting away in the chat, I'll talk to them that way too, from here. So,
Well, I couldn't see if anybody was chatting because you took the chat off.
oh yeah, oh okay. I got my Streamyard up, and I thought you
So
had
did
your
you.
Streamyard up too. So,
I got no damn StreamYard. I just
yeah.
babble into the universe.
Oh, okay. See, when you join, I thought you could see the Streamyard chat too. So I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't get to see shit unless you pop it up.
The only one that said something was Jim, and he said hi to Jim B. So
Yeah, there we go.
yeah,
I told
fair
Jim
enough.
to pop on panel, so I don't know if he's still here.
Well, Jim, if he wanted to, can bring himself on. He's the
Yeah,
administrator. Yeah, he has administrator privileges on my StreamYard. So Jim could actually bring himself on without me even being here. So,
nice. That's very nice because he can carry on a conversation. Like I
oh
said, I'm
yeah,
just background.
yeah, Jim, absolutely, Jim. Can carry conversations for sure. And Jim, yep, I got your text messages, Jim. I replied back to you, um, and I hope Larry's doing okay. I seen an update on Facebook for him.
Yeah, he seemed like he was doing great.
I guess he wound up in the hospital again a couple nights
Oh
ago.
no,
Yeah, I'm just hoping it's nothing serious.
I hope not. I mean, last time I saw him, he looked like he was doing fantastic. What the
Right.
hell?
Well, yeah, he was. He had that procedure done, and then he was at home recovering, um, and then I guess he has to have another uh, procedure done in a month or so. Nothing too horrible. It's well, I don't feel comfortable putting this business out there because I don't really know him like that, like Mikey does. Um, Kevin Steam Park, hey Jay, hey Kevin, hey Suzanne,
Hi, Kev.
hey Jim, absolutely Kevin. Hey, yes, how you doing, Kevin Steam Park? Good to see you. Absolutely, good to see you, buddy. Glad you can make it.
It's a quiet Sunday, isn't it?
It is a quiet day and a fun day. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Even on the internet, like holy crap, nobody's
You know,
streaming.
the other Kevin Strecky, messaged or left a comment on our little like 1 hour live from the other night.
No
And
way.
yeah, last night, but I was at work last night and said, dude, do a live so we can talk about Strange New Worlds. I'm like, dude, I'm working till 10. And I felt bad because I hadn't even watched the two episodes yet. And so I came home and I watched them. And I was just too tired to go
Um,
live. Yeah, I was too tired to go live last night. But yeah, so that's why I titled this the way I did. So if anybody wants to talk about that, we can, or we can just hang out and chat like we are now. So I'm doing good, buddy, and you are too. Okay, cool. Yeah, Jeff B says, "Hey, Kevin." Yes, absolutely. Hell, Kevin. Yes, and Jim says, "Hey to Kevin." Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I like. See, that's what I like to see. I like to see the people in the chat getting along. That right there, that makes everything worthwhile, right?
well, I can't say that I saw that show, so I can't talk about it.
Right. No, that makes sense. But we don't have to talk about that right now. So we can just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
So how was your week going, Suzanne? You still sound like you're doing really good.
Well, I'm iffy. Still not getting out of bed. Still feeling better. Trying to get out of bed today at some point in time. Probably by about 8 o'clock tonight, I can get up and see if I can do something around the house. But all
Okay.
next week, my my strategy and my plan is to actually be out of bed every day, and doing a little something, whether it's a little puttering around the house or maybe even possibly getting outside. That would be amazing.
Yeah, just enjoy the fresh air for a few minutes, whatever. If you
And
gotta go out, sit on the porch or put a little table next to your door or whatever. Just sit outside, get some
I would like
sunshine
that.
and some fresh air. Yeah,
I would like that because I've been out of the house twice in the last 2 years. So I'd like to actually go sit outside if
and
I can
and
muster that.
and I live in Michigan, so I know what you're going through. You've only got a few months of good weather to actually go outside and be comfortable. So
Exactly.
anytime you can get outside is critical, especially if you're trying to, recover and feel better and
Oh yeah. Like what my mind wants to do, my body won't allow. You know,
right.
my mind wants to be cleaning the whole house and organizing it and getting everything set up and getting things winterized. Wants to be outside dealing with the yard. The weeds are, you know, up to almost the roof. It's that bad. The yard. You know,
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
talked about that.
yep, yeah. We've talked about that. Yeah.
Stuff I'd like to have done. My mind wants done, but the body's just not making it happen, man. Not
Yeah.
yet.
No, but
Take it
you,
one day at a time.
but I gotta say though, compared to this time last year, you're
Oh yeah,
basically to me, you seem 100% better now than you were last year. Even though I know you're nowhere
yeah,
near
totally.
100%. You know,
Yeah. No, I hear you, and you're right. Like health wise, my breathing is better, my mind is better, everything's better that way. It's just the
right,
physical limitation now. So if I
right.
can get past that,
Yes, you can breathe better. Your mind is better. You're in a better place mentally. You're in a better place where you're breathing better, which are all those are absolutely those are positives, right? So you
right?
need to build the key is to build on that, right? Just build on the
Exactly.
progress you've made. So
That's the game plan.
Jeff B says being homebound is frustrating. Get stir crazy fast. Got to get out a few days, times a day minimum. And here's the thing about that, Jeff B. My Mrs. Nikki is homebound, and with her physical limitations, we live in a second story walk up, which is absolutely just nuts that our landlord hasn't put us in a ground level. Because she's on hospice care, right? We got a hospital bed up here for her. It's not as fancy as the one Bird had, but it's a hospital bed that it moves and everything. But um, yeah, I mean, when the weather's nice, when it's not hot and muggy and humid, when it's just a nice day, I'll get her outside because we've like welcome to Michigan. We got 9 months of winter, as I call it, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, I get her outside when I can. Oh, there's Kevin Stricky. Hey, buddy. Sorry about last night, man. I commented back to you, and I really wanted to go live last night, buddy, but I hadn't seen the shows yet, so I watched the two shows last night, Kevin. So if you want to come up and talk about those, we can. Oh, here, hey PvP, how you doing?
Hey there. Just give me a
Oh,
second. Hey, I just got to mute my YouTube because I'm getting the echo thing. There we go.
Echo, echo, echo.
Yeah, well, if you don't mute your YouTube and you go on StreamYard, it's like, oh, two sound effects, back and forth, echo. Yes.
Yo,
So yeah, I get what you guys are talking about. Living within an aging body is not a hell of a lot of fun.
no, it's not fun at all, buddy.
The thing is, this has been happening to human beings for 10,000 years or whatever now, and it seems like we haven't quite figured out the secret to eternal life or eternal health or whatever the key would be genetically, right? We're still dealing with all the little problems and all the little diseases like diabetes and cancer and heart attacks and all that fun stuff. You know, and it's like, yeah, I know medical science has progressed a hell of a lot in my lifetime, even. Like it really has. Like
Oh,
even 20 years ago,
absolutely.
even
Yeah.
20 years ago, you could have been screwed, if you had a certain condition. All right. But, you know, It
Oh,
still
now,
hasn't.
yeah, the medical knowledge now, yeah, compared to when I was,
Oh,
I'm 50, right, or pushing 50 in a
sure.
few months, and
Right, right.
even now I can say shit. If I would have came down, or if I were to come down with some of the stuff that my grandparents had, I'd be screwed. I'd be effed.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Back in their day, yeah, they were effed, but now the medical knowledge is just such that wow, yeah. I mean,
And
yeah.
yet, the sad thing is, though, sci-fi, Jay, is you know, it still doesn't solve all the problems because I probably mentioned this on a couple live streams by now. Because my cousin's wife Anita passed away on June 25th from lung cancer, right?
Oh, I
And the
did not know
crazy,
that. I'm sorry.
no, that's okay. I'm dealing. It was a really couple of really hard weeks when my cousin first emailed me and told me, right? And because Anita was like a sister, like we were quite close, even though I only saw my cousin and her maybe 4 times a year because they're very busy and they were, after they retired, like 7 or 8 years ago, they were like traveling around the world, right? So they weren't even here a lot of months. They were in other parts of the world, going on their wonderful journeys. And I'm so glad they had like 8 years of, they went to the UK, they went to Thailand, they went to Vietnam, they went to all kinds of countries around the world, France, and they really saw a lot of stuff together, and I'm so happy they had those memories, right?
And
And
that's awesome because I've yet to see the entirety of the U.S. as it is. So yeah,
oh, yeah, that's the thing. I just turned 67 this year, and I kind of messed my life up because when I was young, I was stupid and lazy, and I'm always going to regret that fact. That's why when I talk to younger people, I say, if you got something you want to do it now. Don't
do
put
it.
it off.
Yeah, do it when you're young,
Yeah,
and by all means. Oh, okay. Suzanne dropped out. She might be back.
oh shit.
Um,
Okay. Oh,
um,
geez, like, I'm motor mouthing. I guess I motor my mouth Suzanne to death again, like I always seem to.
well, nothing that we're not used to, you know.
Well, I do like to talk. I do like to
Yeah,
talk.
I
I'm
know.
guilty of that. I'm
It's
guilty of
no,
that.
I can say this. If I hear lips flapping in the breeze somewhere, I already know it's PvP. So,
You're talking about lips on a person's face, right? Like,
well, I would
okay,
hope so. Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah. You know me. You set me up, and I'll give you the joke.
Well, unless you got hamburger lips, So,
Oh God.
hey,
Now I,
if you kids don't know what that means, you better go ask somebody.
oh Lord. I don't know if you should go Google that though, kids. Maybe that's a bad idea. Don't Google that.
No, don't Google hamburger lips. Google roast beef lips. You get a better result.
Oh Lord. But anyway, I just wanted to finish my thought about my cousin's wife. The crazy thing was, she never smoked a cigarette in her entire life. Not one. She
Wow.
never smoked, and yet she still passed away. About a month, almost a month ago now, from the lung cancer. And I'm like, that's really messed up.
That
Because
is messed up. Yeah.
well, it
I mean,
started. It started like 3 years ago. She had back pains, right, for months, and they were
yeah,
they were getting bad.
yeah.
So it was like, okay, we better go get it checked. It turned out she had a spinal tumor on her spine.
Ooh,
They did radiation. The tumor was eradicated. It was gone, so everything was good. And then she went on a brand new treatment, taking a pill therapy. She took one pill a day that would keep everything in check, in remission, right? And it worked great for like, almost 3 years. It worked great.
right.
And then last time I talked to my cousin, and when I saw him at the memorial service just over a week ago now, he said, about 3 months ago, she started having pain again, and then they realized it had metastasized into the lungs, and so they went for the radiation, they went for the chemo. Things would work for a couple of months, and then they wouldn't work. Then they would stop working, right? And
Right.
then the last thing they did was they flew down to Vancouver, I guess, a few months ago to try another experimental treatment. And that apparently maybe helped her for like 2 weeks, and then that stopped.
Hmm.
And so it was like there was nothing left. There were no options left to treat this, right? And so at that point, you realize with lung cancer, if there's no treatments left, you're pretty
That's
much
it. That's game over. Yeah.
you're pretty much a done duck, right? To
Well,
put it, you know.
yes, and I know this from personal experience because um, I was on death watch with my dad when he died of lung cancer. So
Oh
yes,
gosh,
I know absolutely what the end stages are. Now the first time he got it, he in his wisdom said, "Well, I'm not going to tell my kids."
yeah.
Me and my late sister. Um, the only way I found out was a phone call from him uh, stating, and I'm going to say this word for word, what he told me. He said, son, I'm like, yes. I don't normally call you. I said, I know. What's going on, Dad? Uh, I have lung cancer. I had it before, and it's back, and this time they can't do nothing about it. That's all I needed to hear. I said, yep. I dropped everything. Um, yeah, I dropped everything. My daughter at the time was year and a half old,
Wow.
maybe yeah, no, almost 2 years old at the time. And yeah, I dropped everything. I went up to his house. The only reason I didn't have to worry about losing my apartment at the time is I actually had a Section 8 apartment that I got into where I had to pay zero rent and they sent me a check every month towards the utilities.
That's nice. That's
That
one positive, eh? That's pretty good. Yeah.
that was a positive, right? And that was a chance for me to get built back up on my feet, which is what I was
Yeah.
going to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having free rent. I got to tell you that because my rent keeps going up a little bit every year, which sucks. But
You know,
I'm,
the
I'm
waiting list
dealing with it. But
the waiting
I don't
lists
know.
with that are just fucking horrible.
Well, that's the
They
problem.
were horrible 22 years ago. They're even worse now. So
Well, I'd like to. At my age, I'm really starting to think like lately about trying to get into an assisted living facility because I know there's going to be a year coming not too far down the road when I'm going to get to the point where I can't take care of myself anymore, right?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
because I got a shower chair. I got a like an armrest thing that I clamped onto the side to get in and out of the shower with some safety because I just didn't trust my stability anymore. The last few months,
Well, I
and that
trust
helps.
me. Yeah,
That
trust me. I
helps,
get
but
it. I got a shower chair for Nikki. If it wasn't for me, she wouldn't be able to.
right,
If she could
right,
climb in by herself, but she'd probably
yeah, yeah,
collapse, inside when she got there. But no,
yeah,
I mean, I have a shower chair for her, so I can give her a bath. And, um, as far as washing her hair goes, we've been using the rinseless shampoo caps for the last year
oh yeah,
because she can't have the water going over her nose because she can't, really hold her breath to have the water going over her head no more. So,
oh gosh,
um,
hmm.
yeah, and we don't want her breathing
Yeah.
water in, so
No, you don't want. That's how my mom passed away because 8 years ago she broke her hip right in a fall, and they took her to the hospital and they did surgery the next day. They put a pin, they pinned her hip with a steel pin, like, and she came through it. Like my mother was a very tough lady, like very very, because
it's
she went through a lot
yeah,
of surgeries. She had a lot
it,
of health problems.
yep, it's what we call a tough old bird. Yep.
She was a tough. My mom was a great person. No, you know, we had our differences, and my mom
Oh,
wasn't exactly.
obviously.
My mom wasn't exactly what you call an intellectual. I think I got most of my smarts from my father's side of the family, to be honest. Because she was kind of a simple woman, but she was a really nice, honest, decent, hardworking lady, and I had great respect for my mom because she was a really good mom to me. Um, but anyway, she fell, broke her hip. She went through the surgery fine. And I went to see her the following week, numerous times. And most of the times, unfortunately, she was completely out of it. And she had what they call post surgical. What's the word? It's basically where an older person doesn't have the energy to stay cognizant, and they kind of lose reality, and their mind is just not working properly. And she was just like, I went one day.
Like kind of like they don't come out of the anesthesia all the
It's
way.
almost like post surgical dementia or something. Like
Yeah, like they don't come out of the anesthesia all the way. They kind of stay like kind of
I,
lucid.
I don't know what there's a term for it, but I'm totally screwing it up and forgetting the exact term analogy. But anyway, I went there one day and they had her arms, where they put those boards on a person's arm so that they can't bend at the elbow.
Yeah, the funeral home did that when they took my dad away. Yes.
Yeah, but they put it on my mom when she was still alive, so she couldn't
Oof.
smack herself in the head.
Yeah, so she couldn't. They immobilized her, is what they
Yeah, they
did.
immobilized her arms. That was one day. Another day I went there and she was talking to a nurse when I got there. And I was like, "Hi, mom. Hi, mom. Hi, mom." She did not even look at me. I did not exist. I was not even there in her mind. I mean, she did not recognize that I was even in the room. It was really quite weird, actually. And the last time, though, thank God, the last time I went and saw her, she was completely back normal. Like she was mum. She was totally mum again. We had a good conversation. I
So
I, I
it's
got her a cup of
almost
tea and
yeah.
and then the nurse
So
brought her supper. So I said, "Okay, mom, you better eat. I'm going to go." And then the next morning, I get a phone call from the fucking doctor, and he says, "You better get over here. Your mother's dying."
what?
I'm like, "Well, thanks for that nice answering machine message there, doc. When I'm still in bed early in the morning trying to sleep." So I get up, I drive to the hospital. What the bloody did? A woman that's got this post-surgical delirium. Delirium. Maybe that's the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds right.
Anyway, some genius, I don't know if it was the doctor or a nurse, decided to give her a drink of water.
Mm.
Now, I would say just put the fluids into her arm intravenously, give her fluids.
IV, yes, through the IV.
But some genius at the hospital gives her a drink, and my mother inhales it into her lungs.
And she aspirated.
And she aspirated because she was too weak from the surgery earlier in the week to cough it up. So she basically drowned in her lungs. She drowned in her lungs, basically.
Okay, and I do have Matthew in the basement. But before I bring you up, Matthew, I want to say one thing because PvP, because you brought up the aspiration, that with Nikki's Huntington's, that is something that is a real threat
Mm.
because she drinks her iced coffee through a cup and a straw, and she can eat solid food. I mean, she can't swallow all that well, right? So I really got to keep an eye on her.
Mm.
It's more her eating regular food is more of a make her feel good thing than a nutrition thing
Ah,
because she has a peg tube that I feed her through, right?
mm.
So
Okay.
she has a feeding tube that I feed her through.
Right. Right.
So when
Well,
she eats food, there is that risk that she's going to aspirate.
you got to really be careful with that because, yeah, that's a serious thing, Jay. It really is. Like,
Oh, I
God.
trust me, I know. So that's
Yeah.
when you said that I knew exactly what you were talking about. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I know exactly what that is because
Yeah, because
I'm
I mean, my mother, I think she probably had that drink. It was early in the morning. It's 8 years ago, so my memory's starting to fade. But I think it was quite early in the morning when I got the call. I drove over there and stayed at my mother's bedside till about 4:30 in the afternoon, I guess it was. But after like 5 hours sitting there, and she was not responsive. Like I squeezed her hand. I said, "Hi, mom." 5 hours looking at my mom's face. She eyes wide open. She had the weirdest, beautiful smile on her face, which was at least that was a bit comforting. But she did not blink once in 5 hours. And when I squeezed her hand, there was absolutely zero response. So I knew her heart was still beating, but her brain was gone at that point, right?
Yeah.
And after 5 hours, I couldn't sit there anymore. I just said, "Sorry, mom, I love you, I love you, but I just can't do any more of this." And you know, I love you, mom. That's probably the last thing I said. And I
At
walked
the
out.
same thing that, although mine's a little different, I lost my mom to pneumonia.
Yep. That was just a few years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
pneumonia based COVID, but um, it was hard for me to pull the plug.
Oh, I didn't know you had to do all that. I knew you lost her, but I didn't know you had to pull the plug on her.
Yeah, she was already for a week or two. She had been on a
On a respirator.
ventilator by the time
Ventilator. Yeah.
I made the decision. I have to say it was the hardest decision I've ever made.
I don't doubt it, buddy. I don't doubt that at all.
The one good thing about my mother is she put years before she got like really old. She told the doctors she wanted a no resuscitation clause.
Right. Knows the
Right.
resuscitation order.
It's like
Yes.
if
A
she was like,
DNR.
if I'm gone, I'm gone. Do not resuscitate me. That was my mom. Because I say
That
my
was
mom was a
my
tough
mom
lady.
too. And what pissed me off is even though they had the DNR on file at the hospital, they tried resuscitating her with me in the damn room.
Yeah,
And
but
I told them to stop
yeah,
because we had a DNR on file and you're break.
especially if you're the family member, right?
Yes.
So they should have listened to you. I mean, that's grounds right there to sue the fucking hospital. At least here in the U.S. it is. So.
Yeah, but I also maybe my brother called them and told them to ignore my DNR, but I don't think my brother would have had that right to
It
do since he
no,
did not live with her.
right. That's the thing. It's not your DNR. It was your mother's DNR.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't matter what your brother said. If her order said not to resuscitate her, they should have abided by that.
Yeah, they were technically breaking the law doing that. I would think.
Well, it's not a criminal law, but it is a grounds for civil action. Definitely.
That would be medical malpractice.
Yeah, medical malpractice for sure. Yes.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't, but the thing is, I was already going through enough shit, so I didn't feel like suing the hospital.
No, and you're still dealing with the other stuff. So as far as your identity goes, so
Yeah.
and yeah, that's been going on since right after your mom passed away. So yeah,
I'm not going to stay in here when y'all start talking about Strange New Worlds because I
oh
have not.
my god! I mean, come on, man, why not?
I
I'm gonna
haven't seen the episode yet.
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. You haven't seen.
I
I
don't
got
want to ruin. I really don't want to ruin my expectations of the third season since we've
That,
waited
hey,
so long to get it.
you know what, Matthew? Fair enough. So we will give you fair warning before we start talking about it. Okay.
I I got to head over to Gorilla's watch movie night anyway, guys. So
Oh,
I'm going to
PvP.
bail, and I have
What
no
it
interest.
was is my sister in law, when my mom was coding, was there and told them to ignore the DNR to try to keep her alive.
Yeah.
But when I walked back in, I was like, Maria, you're overstepping your bounds. They have a DNR on file that was through her medical insurance, so you're overriding something that you shouldn't be doing. Maria's the name of my sister in law.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, PvP. Okay, I understand if you got to go. Dude, I had 5 people in this chat. I think they were all wanting to talk about Star Trek. I wish they would come back, but I don't know if they're going to. So, um, yeah, take care, PvP. um, no interest in fake Trek heading out. Well, whatever. That's
You
okay,
get your RAM installed this week?
dude. Dude. I'll get it. I will get it done, buddy. Don't worry, I'll get it done. Okay.
So I just took pity on Maria and let her do it, but after she left, I pulled the nurse and doctor aside and said, I had a DNR on file with both the hospital and with her insurance provider. Y'all shouldn't have tried resuscitating her after she stopped breathing once she was removed off her ventilator.
Yeah.
And I was in the room when they did it. And her nurse and her doctor looked at me shocked and said, they did what now? Because
Yeah.
she had a home health nurse assigned to her.
Hmm.
And the home health nurse remembered me and remembered me signing her DNR in front of her.
Right.
And the doctor too. So the doctor sued out his other nurses and stuff on the floor because that could have ended up in a lawsuit for the hospital, one the hospital couldn't win since everything was filed. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just did not feel like pursuing a lawsuit with them at the time because they had a big. It was one of the big hospitals in my area, known as Virginia Beach General Hospital, and it has a pretty big legal team. So I kind of figured I would have little to no chance of winning, even if I did um make the complaint.
Oh, I know.
And in my state, they give you a big payout when it's a do not resuscitate order that is violated. At least 500 grand. Which I would
Uh,
have pursued that,
Kevin
but
Kevin says the talk got derailed due to the other discussion. That's why. Yeah, I know, Kevin. Kevin, if you're not driving and you want to jump on and talk about it, I definitely want to talk about the Strange New Worlds. Now, Matthew here hasn't seen it yet, so he doesn't want to. But I would definitely love to talk about Strange New Worlds.
they already released 2 episodes of it.
Yep. Thursday night, I think they did.
What would you rate them?
Um. Oh.
Good,
See.
bad, or mediocre?
Well, I've seen some other reviews, and I think some of the other reviews are kind of harsh. I gotta say, at least a 6 out of 10. Oh, Kevin, you're home. Well, jump on here, buddy. I got the link pinned at the top. You're more than welcome to come on, Kevin. Yeah.
People are so critical of new Trek.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Matthew. Here's the thing. Like episode 1 left right off from the Gorn, right? So what? What? Okay, Kevin, you gotta come on. You gotta come on. You got to come up here, Kevin. I actually thought the second one was pretty whack until I seen the end of it. So yeah, you got to come up here, Kevin. I got to talk to you about this. Episode 1 is an 8 out of 10. There you go. See, you got an 8 out of 10 from Kevin for episode 1. You got a 6 out of 10 for me.
As soon as he gets up there, I'm gonna leave the hangout because I don't want to ruin my
Right? Yeah, you
anticipation
haven't.
for it.
Oh, absolutely. You haven't watched them yet, and I totally understand that.
And this is the first time in almost 5 years, actually since 2017, I have not watched a Star Trek season premiere. I managed to watch all the
Oh, hold on. Okay, so Kevin is here, but Kevin, you need to mute your YouTube channel, buddy. I can hear the echo.
Okay. There.
There you go, buddy. Okay, so Matthew, we're gonna talk Strange New Worlds now.
Oh, he left. He didn't want to hear it.
No, he doesn't want any spoilers.
Yep.
He doesn't want, and that was my thing last night. I would have done a live stream last night, but I felt bad because I'm like, oh shit, I still haven't watched them. So I came home after work last night and watched them. So.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so let's everybody please come back. We're talking Star Trek now. Please come back. Oh shit. Yeah, I know. We got PvP'd, I guess you could say.
I'm thinking, like, for me, episode 2, it was okay, but I didn't like the whole wedding thing because it's all kind of like went in a weird direction. Because
Yeah.
if they're following canon, you know how it's going to end. So why did they play that whole dumb game the way
you're
that
gonna
they did?
see you're gonna see
You know.
Nurse Chapel chiming his door. Spock, I got some chicken soup for you, even though Vulcans are vegetarians. And he throws it back out into the hallway, and it the tray slams against the bulkhead, and of course that was during his pond fire, but whatever. You know they don't wind up together, right? So,
yeah, I mean, I do like that they kind of did the Trelane thing a bit. It was
okay.
fun.
That was gonna be my next question to you. Was that
Mhm.
Trelane or was that Q? Because that sure as fuck to me sounded like John Delancey.
Like that played the father. Yeah, I've heard that was actually John Delancey that played the dad.
Right. And Trelane was on a planet and had to use actual technology, whereas a Q don't use like technology that we would identify as technology, right?
I think they're
at least in TOS with Trelane, they knew, oh, the mirror, that's where his technology is.
I think they're maybe just playing with the two and trying to mix them together a bit, which is somewhat okay.
I don't know. That's kind of BS. I mean, because we don't have any definitive proof that Trelane was a Q.
True. And then the other part of it is that if that guy, even though he never mentions his name, I don't think at all, like, it can't be his son from Voyager because
no.
The age would have been completely off. Like, because
because he said, I'm 8,000 years old. Yes, he's very young.
Yeah. So that kind of is a little weird.
And if you go by Voyager, after 3 years, he was a teenager. So
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then that took place like a lot further down the timeline. So this would, even though I know that the time thing doesn't matter when you're a Q and all of that, so that part you can kind of,
I mean, they can manipulate time. I mean, come on, they literally have sex by touching fingertips to each other. So.
Right. Yeah. So you can, that end of it, you can make up whatever and it's okay, but it's definitely not young Q like the kid. It's
No,
just
but that totally sounded like John Delancey at the end of the second episode.
It was.
right. Yep,
Oh,
it was.
yes, Jim, it
It
was.
was.
Okay.
It
Hey, Jim, how
was.
you doing,
Mhm.
buddy?
Yeah,
Now
I
I just
mean
got done.
that part of episode 2 was good. I just didn't like the wedding part because it was just
Oh,
you're
that
just
part was
going
so
crazy.
yeah, it's like I'm like, okay, it started out like a normal episode. Now, what the fuck is
Hmm.
this? And I'm
Yeah,
watching. I'm like, okay,
because
what
that
the
was
fuck?
sort of like some fever dream that like
Yeah,
Spock
like,
had in a way because it was so out of place in
dude,
that way.
did you just say Wattpad? No, like literally, like I found my daughter using that like years and years and years ago, like 10 years ago. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she was like 12 or 13. Oh, I just write stuff. I'm like, there's perverts on there right now. Well, there is. You ain't using it. So,
Yep. So I didn't like that end of it, but it's storyline
you
for
know, the ending was the only thing that saved that episode for me.
it was that's what made it good. The other parts were just sort of like too goofy, and I didn't
Yeah.
even think that Corby character was played that
Oh,
well
Roger Corby.
either.
Remember what was the episode of TOS with Roger Corby? Is it What Are Little Girls Made Of?
Right.
Where you had the guy that played Lurch that played one of the androids?
And he's supposed to be American, I think, so the accent wasn't even correct.
Well, right. Yes, he was an American. Yes.
So yeah, you see, so they screwed that whole thing on that end of it, and I didn't
Well,
think that.
not only that, but Strange New Worlds fucks with the entire timeline because Kirk's brother never served on the Enterprise in the first fucking place.
Right, yeah. So that part's off. Even though I do like that character, though, I think it's well done. Even though it doesn't fit in with original canon, but the character is actually not a bad character in the show itself, removing the canon part, let's say,
Right.
because I like him.
And here's my thing. I really hope Skydance, completely undoes what Kurtzman and Bros are trying to do, which is doubling down on the fact that Strange New World is canon, because it ain't.
Right, it's not.
It's not. Totally not. And this is my entire problem. Strange New Worlds is by far the best live action Star Trek we've had in a long time.
Yep.
Okay. I say live action. I say live action because we have Prodigy, okay, and we have what's the Janeway one? The other cartoon.
Voyager or Prodigy.
Prodigy, yeah. Okay, but those ain't live action, right? So I'm
No.
keeping Strange New Worlds in its own category. It's live action.
Mm-hmm.
Minus the Boimler episode from season 2, but which was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that one. It was really well done. I thought the first episode was good because it just was a nice continuation. I enjoyed what they did.
Now, here's my thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but here's my thing. I thought the Gorn episode was like an episode or two before their last season 2 episode, and all of a sudden I go into watching episode 1 of season 3. I'm like, why the fuck are the Gorn back? I thought we already dealt with that.
Yeah,
I'll go back and watch like the last episode.
Well, they
like,
didn't.
Okay,
They didn't finish it. Yeah, because that's how they ended. They were like in the middle of a battle with the Gorn.
Yep.
When it ended.
What about those Gorn? What about those Gorn hunter ships? Don't those look like the Kalan ships from Orville?
Yeah, they do.
Holy, that's the first thing I thought. I'm like, holy fuck, the K's
some of it was a little bit weird where the mothership being so big, I don't get how the Enterprise didn't get blown out of the sky. like, because you watch the Enterprise go through the shields and fire those torpedoes.
Okay,
It crashed into that ship, and it was so huge. So that all kind of seems to not fit in with at least like size.
Here's what I thought of. Okay, so the Gorn
David and Goliath.
The Gorn ship, right, with the little birth sack looking things with the people inside. You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of a ship that the Wraith use on Stargate Atlantis.
Okay, I never really saw that to know what.
It's the same fucking shit where they keep their prey and they keep them. Yeah, it's same fucking thing. Same as the Wraith ship on Stargate Atlantis. Jim, what the hell was that sound? It's driving me nuts.
Yep, I did like those little those pods. It looked very alien-ish when they were stuck in those digestive tubes.
Yeah, you know what else it looked like? It also looked like when in the Matrix, when they call you a battery. You're just a copper top. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and they kind of are doing the same thing because they're just slowly eating you.
Exactly. They're using you for your
So that part, it was cool. I mean, at least the Gorn look more realistic compared to the original.
They do look realistic, but I will say this: at least they did something to tie into TOS, and they said we put them into hibernation. Now, if you go back and you look at the battle on Cestus 3 between Kirk and the Gorn commander, and that Gorn commander being all slow and dumb, guess what? He just came out of hibernation.
True. And you could also say that hibernation screwed them up so much because they went into hibernation out of sequence.
Yes, because artificial hibernation. Yes.
And then that's why they look the way that they do when Kirk sees them, because they got all mutated because they didn't need to go into hibernation. And then now they're coming out and they look all slow and weird looking.
And a guy in a rubber lizard suit,
Yeah. So I mean, that is an explanation.
Yes, they did. They tried to retcon that into TOS. I gotta give them credit for that. They tried to retcon that into TOS. I gotta give them credit for that. So yes. And that brings me back to episode 1. At the very end, it was like the whole, because Spock kept alluding to the fact that we got to play his game to make it end, which is exactly what you got to do with the Q. You got to play his game to make it end, right?
Yep.
So, and then I heard John Delancey's voice at the very end of episode 1. I'm like, motherfucker, throwing a Q episode in here without saying it's Q. Tell me it's a Q episode without telling me it's Q, and you just did.
Right. They say that it's technically Trelane is a Q, but maybe just a slightly weaker version of
there
one.
Is no big Q. That's the whole thing. Especially
I know.
Watch the Q from TNG. I mean, come on, man.
And then some people are saying that it's impossible that episode could take place because Spock didn't know what Trelane looked like. But the way they get around that is that the character
had the mirror. Every time
they never saw them. They were, the guy looked like an Andorian or looked like a Vulcan.
He looked like a Vulcan the first time Spock seen him.
Right.
And
so that's why
time you seen him, he was an
Andorian. So that's how they get around that. So
but
it doesn't.
If he's a true Q, you wouldn't need to see him in the mirror. He could look like however the fuck he wanted to.
Well, yes, but they just did that for the benefit of the audience. They did that
for the viewer, yes.
That's all. But at least it kept it to make some sense, which I was fine with that.
Because he said, I didn't know we had a Vulcan bartender, and I looked at the bottom of the screen.
Right.
Like, oh, shit, yeah, he is a Vulcan in the mirror. Okay. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, both of them were good. I like the Ortega
That right there,
stuff too.
you got to give him credit for that, because to use a phrase by somebody that's we don't talk about on this channel, it's called suspension of disbelief, and they put that suspension of disbelief with that one little thing by putting
Mhm.
that mirror on the bar so you could see what Spock was talking about.
Right. Yeah.
Otherwise he'd have a dialogue and we'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That ain't no Vulcan." Right?
All the people that run all the shows that are the heads of those shows are all better than Kurtzman, even though Kurtzman's above them, but in the way that Kurtzman doesn't have his hands in this show in the way he's just like the
Oh, I'll be
overall.
so glad when Skydance takes over. I will.
Yeah.
So fucking glad. And
Then
I
it
am
will be
not a
better.
Skydance fan by any means. But you know,
Mhm.
I gotta say, you know, I'm putting too many tricks in one basket here, but I got some high hopes for Skydance when they take over the franchise. So
Yeah. I mean, they've done a decent job with some of it, and this show has been generally okay. They've done
yes,
some stupid ones, but like that
oh
singing
the
one
singing one was the oh
was
my
not that
that was
good.
horrible. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, why do we got to revisit the hippie one?
Yeah.
Do it? No, no, that was your worst rated TOS show. Why you got to go back and
Herbert,
redo it?
Herbert,
No,
Herbert,
Herbert. Yeah.
Mhm.
Herbert.
Like, I just didn't understand why. Like, hopefully this. I don't know when the murder mystery one's going to come up, because there is one in this season. I hope it's not a bad version of it or anything, but we'll see. I don't know if it's the next one coming or further down.
Just don't get your hopes up too high, because you don't want to fall off that ladder. Is all I'm going to say.
Yeah. And then I could see them redoing all of the
Oh
like
no,
original Trek after. If they're
no! They did that in the first season. I don't want to see that again. Okay, so
they want to do it though, because I mean they're bringing in all of the crew. They got Scotty now and Uhura. They just have to bring the freaking doctor over, which that's going to happen at the end of the series, and then they're going to continue it and just be Star Trek, but they're going to redo it all with the new Kirk and everybody else. I think is what their idea was. I don't know if Skydance is actually going to follow through with it, but this guy would want to do it that way by the sounds of it. It looks like they're going in that direction.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take care of the missus for a second.
Yep. Now there's no one.
Oh, I'm just doing my invoices. All I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just listening to you guys ratchet jaw in there for a little bit.
Yeah. Did you watch it though?
Yes, I did. I watched it 4 times so far.
Okay, I've watched the first one 4 times, but the second one I've only seen once. Just because I hated that wedding part so much, it annoyed me. I still remember it, but it
Well,
just wasn't
if you think
my
about it,
favorite.
the wedding part was probably everything that Trelane was trying to do for Spock, because Spock
Mhm.
was having like second thoughts or something about his lady, and Trelane was in the window watching him.
Mhm.
So
Right.
so the way it looks to me, and for what I have seen, Trelane put all that together for him.
Yes. Yeah, he wanted to help Spock kind
Yes.
of
Yeah.
get over his like sort of his deep emotional attachment
Yes.
to it. So I guess that does make sense, but I still
Mhm.
thought it was a bit dumb, and maybe a little bit out of like the Vulcan character, but I mean, he is half human though, so
Right.
I'll allow it, I guess. What the last part at least made it interesting enough that they threw. I'm surprised they wanted to even bother getting John Delancey because it wasn't overly necessary that it was him, right?
Well, any actors will take any kind of job, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that they didn't have to use him. It could have been any like
Oh
voice
yeah.
of any male and it could have gone over just the same way. So it was intentional that they put him in there to kind of throw the idea that it is Q, that Trelane is sort of a Q in that way. Because
Yeah, I
otherwise,
don't
why
really
not
think.
just use anybody?
I really don't think he is a Q, but as they say, that Trelane is like a mechanical
Oh, or what?
type Q. Original.
That always it cuts out. I didn't hear any of it.
You didn't hear any of it.
Yeah, whenever you said it, just cut out though.
Well, if you've seen in the original series, Trelane used mechanical devices for his powers. Probably for a certain
Oh,
type of powers, but not for all of his powers. He's like a mechanical type Q.
okay. I
He's not
see.
really a true Q. If you
Right.
go back to the original series and see that right there, yeah, because
Okay.
he had that mirror and he never left that mirror. And Spock says, "There's got to be something behind that mirror." So that's why they did a duel.
Right. Okay. I'll have to watch it then.
The mirror out. Hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to
But
watch it.
uh, the original Q guy in there as a voice that made it a lot more better in my book.
But in
As soon
what
as I heard
way?
that voice, I'm like, oh boy, Q, all right.
So, but in your mind, then, why would Q want to get involved in this situation?
That's all he is at this point in time.
He's just trying to help that other guy?
Well, if you was doing something wrong and your father came and get you, I mean, what would happen? You,
My dad would beat my ass. That's what happened.
damn right, damn right.
Yeah,
Just
but
saying.
like I know, well, Q never admitted that he had a kid other than the one in Voyager.
Right.
Right,
So this,
right.
so then why is Q now
He's just
saying that this
flexing it.
guy's
Well,
his kid?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. He never admitted it, but he never said that he didn't have any other kids either.
Well, true. For as long as they live, I
That's like
mean,
me saying, "Okay, baby, we can have kids. You want to have kids? Yeah, I want to have your baby. Let's go, baby."
Yeah, really.
You know, but it never
mhm,
came up that I had another kid, so it's same
right.
situation, right? So
And when you live forever, it doesn't mean anything. Well, it means something, but in the sense like
they live for
that.
eons. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I
that.
mean, yeah,
Yeah, and if it was 8,000 years ago that he had a kid, okay, like he's not going to care to mention it to the new wife either.
yeah. I mean, because by the time TOSQ becomes you know of age or whatever, he's off doing his own freaking
Hmm.
Q thing. You know,
Yeah,
by the time Voyager comes around, so
right,
whatever. You know, Delancey Q is
Yeah.
like, I'm horny again. It's been a few hundred years or whatever.
right,
It's
right.
whatever, you know.
Let's go get him.
Get her done.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's
Right, because this is what I call using our lizard brain. We're using our lizard brain to say because we're thinking of Q on human terms, and you can't do that. You can't do that. You just can't do that. You got to think on terms of
Yeah,
thousands and millions of years. Okay, I mean, come on, man. So they've literally mastered the universe. You know the old show, Masters of the Universe, He-Man, Masters of the
yeah,
Universe. What do you think the
Yep.
Q are?
you just watch all the time.
They literally mastered the universe.
Master,
Yeah.
master.
I mean, come on. You know, when Jordy talks about changing the gravitational constant of a star, Q looks at him like, "What? You don't know how to do that? That's fucking like that's the easiest thing in the fucking world."
Right.
So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. The only thing that they can't do is like keep that actor that same age for every show that he's in,
Well,
given
no, he's
that
only human.
That's right.
that's the only reason why we kind of still get caught in that thought because we're not
Why do you think he never looked like Q in Star Trek Online to begin with?
mhm,
Just saying. I know that's beta canon, but still.
right.
Not only that, but a Q can look like whatever you want him to look like. He can look like John
Mhm.
Delancey one day and look like Dolly Parton the next. They don't make
True.
a damn difference.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, Q do have technology. Look at the Q Wars from Voyager. They do have
Yep.
technology. Just so we're clear on this point, okay, Trelane might be a Q. We don't know. Okay. And maybe that's what episode 1 is referring to. I'm not sure. They did a fucking way to, do it.
Like
But having the John Delancey voice at the end of the episode and the pure energy mist ball as the father and the energy mist ball that the so-called kid 8,000-year-old kid turns into. Okay,
right.
so maybe there is a connection between Trelane and the Q. We just don't know. But there is a canon reference for the Q having technology, and that is in Voyager when
Yep.
the Q were having a civil war. So I just want to put that
Right.
out there. So
Yeah, and then they just choose to use it more or not, depending
well, the only
on
problem is
whatever.
when the Q use their weapons, they cause supernovas.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I'm not that nitpicky on some of the things that some fans are. Like those parts don't tend to bother me as much.
right.
It,
I just want to put that
you
out there
know,
just so it's known. I mean, because I know how people are when if people go out there and they come back and listen to this and be like, oh, what about this and tater salad and that's that and the next thing and well, I just want to make sure I covered all the bases. So.
yeah, yep. It's the things that bug me more are more like if you're throwing around foam rocks and stuff that just
Rocks falling out of rocks falling onto the ceiling. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, like things that just are stupid. That bugs me more than about these details about because you're talking about make believe to some degree, so you have to allow for some of that.
Oh,
So
come on.
it's
Come on.
like
Make believe. What do you mean?
people are
Whose
walking
horizon is
around.
that make believe?
They're walking around on starships that have gravity. For fuck's sakes, it's like
Hey, at least in the JJ verse, when the gravity went out, they had to walk on the ceiling because the ship was
Yeah. There you
yeah,
go.
underground.
Yeah.
That's
So
all
you
I
have
gotta say
to
about that. You want to see
suspend
how
some of
gravity
it.
works? Go watch the JJ verse. There you go, folks.
And then you'd say that beaming, people would be killed so many times in a day.
Oh,
Because,
that's a
like,
philosophical debate.
yeah, but if you're going to look at it from that level, like you murdered people, the same person 10 times in a
Well,
day,
what
you
about
know?
when you bring them back because you had one of their live hair follicles off their hairbrush?
Right. And then how come they don't come back from that past instead of the future that they were before? So,
Because it was the DNA sequence that was involved in the hair follicle when it was left on the hairbrush.
yeah, but that DNA sequence wouldn't have experienced the stuff that
Which by the
happened
way,
hours before.
by the
So
way,
it'd
to
be a
answer that,
different version.
Kevin, to answer that, they've already done in TNG because when Dr. Pulaski got old with the old
Hmm.
gene, they brought her back from a hair follicle from a hairbrush, and she was young and youthful, but still remembered everything that happened.
Yeah.
So that's canon. You can be brought back to the transporter and made young and still remember everything that happened. And also, there's another TNG episode that says that can happen. It's called the episode called Rascals,
Right.
where you can go
Yeah.
back, where you can go through as old people and be beamed aboard as kids and still know everything that you knew when you were old. So
Yep.
And well,
it's canon. There's 2 episodes that are canon that says,
and I'm fine with that, but that's why I'm saying you don't go into too much detail because none of it makes real sense if you're going to really think about
well,
it.
if
You
you're
just
gonna do
have
it in
to,
real life, Simon, no.
yeah,
This is
you
Star
just have
Trek.
to like let some of it just be what it
Yeah,
is.
you got to have some suspension of disbelief here. It's Star
Yeah.
Trek. So.
Yeah, as long as it makes the story interesting, I'll go with it. It's okay.
Right, and I just and I'm not, I'm not trying to argue with you or get on you, Kevin. You know that I love talking to you, buddy. Um, it's just that I'm putting this out there for the people that are going to argue in the comments or whatever down the road, saying, "What about this? What about that?" No, there are actual canon episodes that say, so that's why I said.
Yeah. I heard one thing somebody said that, when the what's her name? That the captain from that is in love with Pike. What's her
Oh,
name?
Battelle.
Patel. When she was like on that on the bed and they tried to put her under. They didn't use the one thing that they've used before, which they should have just put her in like in a transporter beam.
Like Mbenga did with his
Yeah, with
daughter,
her daughter. That's what they should have just done instead of that
trying
whole
to put her in the
thing. Yeah,
cryostasis.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that's the thing that they missed.
that's a good point. That is a
Yeah,
good point. Yes,
they missed that. Like because
they did.
Mbenga already. Of course, though
And
they can
Benga
get
put
around that.
his
That
daughter
Mbenga wasn't there
into
though,
yeah. What
but he was
Mbenga
stuck on the
did.
planet.
No, you are completely correct, Kevin.
Hmm.
Because okay, if you think about it, if you go back to Star Trek TNG, right? You go back to the episode Relics. What did Scotty do? Oh, I just cross
Yep.
connected this, that,
Right.
and the third, and put myself in the transporter
Yeah.
stasis for 70 years.
Right. Yep.
Which basically is what they did with what
Hmm.
Mbenga did with his daughter in
Yep.
season 2, which, by the way, I never saw a conclusion of. So I'm guessing she's still in stasis.
No.
Because,
No. She
or
she
did we get a
she
conclusion on that?
became like some kind of entity took her and she
Oh,
became part of.
see, I gotta see. This is why I gotta go watch season 2 again because yeah.
Right. So she didn't die. She's now like alive, but sort of living as an ethereal kind of person.
Okay, like an energy being,
Yeah.
basically.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Mbenga basically said, I'm going to use a transporter and put my kid into stasis because fuck the dumb shit, right?
Hmm.
It's my kid. Fuck it.
Yep.
But it took like a random sweep of some kind to find out that there was excess energy being gone somewhere, and it finally came back to him, and they found out he had his daughter in stasis.
Right. And they
Now,
could have just
why
done that
couldn't
with
they do
Patel.
that with people that got infected by the Gorn?
Right. And then on top of it, when they're in that suspension, they could have just like gotten those
Just
bits out.
beam those fuckers out.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah. I know. They just filter them out.
Yes.
You know, so it's like so that. But I guess it was too easy of a fix, so they had to make it more
You see,
suspenseful.
That's therein lies the problem with Star Trek, right?
Mhm.
Because there are so many technologies that fix so many things,
Yeah.
except when it comes to plot devices.
Right. It's so they had to employ something to make it more intense. Because if they just did that, it would have been like, oh, we can. And then people would say, then why didn't you do that for Hemner?
For so and so and such and
Like,
such. Yeah.
you know, because that Andorian, he fucking died, which was utterly pointless. Because he jumped off of the ship to kill himself after he got infected.
Which makes no sense because
Yeah.
every Andorian that, according to Enterprise at least, to Shran, every Andorian that sheds blood in defense of the homeworld will be enshrined in the Andorian's version of the Hall of Heroes.
Right. And then
he died. You took his blood home. Oh, there's a time traveler? What the fuck? Why ain't he here now then? Oh, hey, Matt Arnold. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Matt. How's things down in Alabama, buddy? Hope you're okay down there.
Hey, Matt, what's up? Yes,
But you
Hammer
can
got
say-
infected. But he jumped ship to save everybody else that was still on the ship because they tractor beamed the ship off the planet so they could rebuild it.
True.
That's why
And
Hammer.
you could also say that he wasn't enshrined because he wasn't in the military either.
Well, wait a minute. Here's another thing that we still haven't resolved ever since TOS, even through now. Is Starfleet military or is it not? We still haven't decided that as fans or as a franchise. So.
But it's not. But Helmner wasn't in the military of the Andorian military, though.
Wait,
he was a doctor.
No. Yes, he was a doctor. You're correct.
Yeah, so that's how they can say that. That's why he's not.
Now, if you're talking about Shran, now the Andorians do have a military because if you look at Shran's ship, yes, the Andorians did have a military, right?
Yeah.
Because if you look at Shran, and his ship and everything with him in Enterprise, yes, which that's a different timeline completely by my own brain thinks because whenever we had Star Trek First Contact, I think it was First Contact, and we went back in time and we put the Borg on the planet. Yes, yes, I'm thinking again. Damn it. And then in Enterprise, we had that episode where the Borg reassimilate themselves or whatever. They get thawed out by the humans, the dumb humans, right? So, yeah, so that's why I think Enterprise is its own timeline because of the TNG movie First Contact.
Yes, kind of, but not really because that just got inserted in between there a little bit. I don't think anything got altered from that particular moment.
Well, one thing you cannot do, okay, to quote somebody we do not mention, you cannot change the past. The only thing you do when you go back in time is create an alternate timeline.
Yeah, that's true. But they didn't really say that they were Borg either, so it didn't change.
Yes, they did. Oh my god! Did you not watch that?
I watched that episode.
That episode were those not Borg laying on the biobeds in that Enterprise episode?
They were, but they never knew what species or what they were called.
Okay, but we as fans knew, didn't we?
Yes, but I'm saying like in that timeline, that would still carry into what Star Trek's future is because they didn't mention that they were Borg,
Right.
so then no
A
one
future
would
of an
know that.
alternate timeline. Yes, yes. Which
That's why.
makes which yes, yes, yes. Which makes the Enterprise timeline an alternate timeline, which makes perfect fucking sense.
No, to me, it's only alternate if they said it was Borg. Then it would become
did.
alternate.
They didn't know the word Borg.
Yeah, and that's why it's still
it
not a
sounds
different
French.
timeline
It sounds
because it
French.
could have happened, and even in the Kirk timeline, and no one would know either because it was never mentioned.
Do you even know why the black lady told Picard it sounds French? Because she was making a Sesame Street joke.
No, I
Bork,
don't
bork,
know.
bork. You got to think. When was she from? 20 something? Bork, bork.
That's the only issue with going back, which I've never liked.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've
We need
never.
hands with some more open minds around here.
I've never liked how any show has gone backwards, like in terms of telling like
Really?
prequels. Like, why? Why can't we just keep moving forward? Not what's the problem with I because whenever you go back in any show, you're going to inevitably tell it different than what it was because you just can't tell it the same
I
way.
love talking to this guy. You know why I love talking to Kevin, Jim? Because I know at the end of the day, he's going to be grinding 18 gears.
It's just and it's also a thing that no human can possibly do
And
is
he's
to
going
go
to
back
look
in
back on
time.
this. I don't even call it a podcast. But he's going to look back on this stream and be like, that fucker. And, I should have said this. He's going to miss his shit. Yeah, I know how to drive an 18-wheeler. The only time you use a clutch is coming out of first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I'm looking forward to the next one too. I just don't know what it is.
I'm looking forward to learning how to do that shit on my own, what you do.
Well, you still got to learn from somebody
Exactly, and I don't want some dumb. I'm 50 years old. I don't want some fucking kid trying to fucking teach me.
Yeah, I got mine through a driving school like long ago.
Yeah, but how long you been driving now?
Like since I got my license in 91, 92, 92,
Okay,
I
so
think.
20 years.
So, yeah.
A good 20 years. You got experience.
So it's been a long time. Yeah, it was a lot cheaper to get your license back when I got it compared to now.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I want somebody that I can meet that's got experience that's going to say, fuck the dumb shit, Jay. This is what you got to know. You know what? We get in a situation, you say, fuck the dumb shit. We're in a situation. What do? And you put me in that situation and you make me figure it out. Make me figure it out. Don't say, oh, this is just what you do. But. No, you can tell me all day long. I ain't got to know until I fucking do it. You know what I mean?
That's how you learn, of course. But when you're trying to get your license, though, all you need to know is like
getting your license to me, getting a license, that's just fluff. That's the fluff part of it.
It is.
Okay, so
I know when I got my exam, they didn't do anything that was anything close to what you normally have to do.
What you do out on the job.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You just have to drive around, make sure you don't
my only problem is
drive
going to
over a
be getting
curb.
in between these so-called cones. And I'm going to look at them when the instructor walks up and says, "Get between the cones," I'm going to look at that motherfucker and say, "You get between the cones. Have you ever been to a truck stop, motherfucker?"
I mean,
Because
back
I
when I
have.
did it,
I've been to truck stops as a kid between here and fucking Florida, in the middle of Georgia, in the middle of nowhere where they ain't got hash browns, all they got is grits. You put that fucker between the cones.
and you only need to do a straight back up back when I did it. But now I've heard you have to do like
You gotta,
an off
yeah,
angle.
you gotta, yep, you gotta do off angle. So, which means you
Yeah.
gotta go up to the right, over to
Hmm.
the left, back
Yeah.
up to the right, get your trailer lined up,
Yep.
and
Do kind
then
of like
you
an
gotta
F.
learn. Yep, you gotta learn how to back with your mirrors,
Hmm.
which is gonna be fucked for me because I've been driving stick shift 4-wheelers all my life. So I'm gonna be looking out my driver's side window as I'm backing up because fuck the mirrors. I never use a mirror when I'm backing up. So yeah, they want me. That's why I don't want to go to schools. I want to get my shit like some way where somebody ain't gonna say I got a contract over your head.
And then you need a guy that has a truck that will let you use it then. That's why most people go to a school because they let you use their truck to take
And
the
that,
test.
and to this day, that's why I'm doing everything I can because I've got dreams, man. I got dreams. I got dreams of opening up businesses, and one of my dreams is owning my own truck, and I don't care if somebody's got to put their authority on it. I got
Mhm.
fucking dreams, man. I'm 50 years old, but I got dreams, and if I can find a fucking truck and rebuild it, I'd rather do that than go through a fucking school.
Yeah.
You know, because I've seen too many horror stories about people going through these schools and they just don't have, and they hire these motherfuckers that ain't got the wherewithal to know what the fuck is going on around them. So,
Then I see there's 3 people. Is that true?
well, yeah,
It's just us?
yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Because
I
on
mean,
YouTube it
I
says
mean,
3
I
watching.
try, you know, I do the best I can.
But we don't count being on panel.
Oh, okay. So it's 3 people
3
besides
people
that.
watching. Right.
Well, one of them still might be me because my TV is on YouTube right now as well.
Yeah, and the other one's me because I got it in the background on my laptop.
So there's only one. It's like that's not that good. I mean,
How you
compared.
doing? Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you know, it takes a while, I guess, to get out there to get more audience.
It does. It does. So
It's it's okay.
it's not great, but you know
No,
what? You know what though? Who cares? If we're having fun, who the fuck cares?
yeah.
True.
It's like we could take this over to Jim's channel, probably get 10 people off rip.
Hmm.
Or probably just 5.
I'm just saying, we could take it to Jim's channel, get 10 people off rip. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm an actor on his fan film, so which I do need to record some more stuff and get to him.
I
Yes,
mean, doing
Jim,
those
I
kids
know.
are
I gotta get some shit to you.
Nope.
It's like I could use this voice right here. Ah, we're gonna see what these humans think. I got a new mask or a new
Vampire.
character, and we're gonna see. Oh yes, we're gonna. Oh, these Ferengi think they are all that. Okay, wait until they see that darkness behind what drives them. Yeah, so
You might
yeah,
as well, you,
I
you
got
might
a
as
lot
well
of shit
just
I
go
can
get a
do.
pirate suit.
Dude, if I'm gonna do a pirate, I'm just gonna start doing pirate karaoke, okay? So, because I love pirate metal. Hailstorm.
Okay.
Which, by the way, no, Hailstorm, that's something me and Nikki used to sing together on Rock Band on the 360. So, we are here to drink your beer.
I'm trying to see if I can find out what it's called. What the next episode is called. Okay, it says it's called Shuttle to Kenfori, which I sometimes you can tell by the name what it might be about, but that doesn't really say much. But it says it's called Shuttle to Kenfori.
As long as it ain't like that one where the Commodore tried taking over the Enterprise because the shuttle was missing in TOS, and the shuttle wound up on the planet of the Giants or whatever.
I didn't watch much of TOS, so I don't know that one out of all of it. But it might
Talking
be
about the Doomsday Machine.
No, it's not Doomsday Machine. It was the Murasaki effect. They were passing by the Murasaki cloud, and Kirk sent a landing party on the shuttle.
Kirk
Hello,
took over.
Daniel just posted.
Hey, Daniel! How are you guys? Hey, you guys! Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, did you watch the show too?
Remember Electric Light Company? Yeah, there you go. Daniel, did you watch episodes 1 and 2 of
Yeah, you got to
Strange New
chime
Worlds?
in with your opinions on it.
Oh, Daniel is like, yeah, he loves telling me about shit I ain't heard about.
Yeah, he should know about it if he saw it. Then he can discuss what. And then I liked how at the end of episode 2, they also, Ortegas didn't get over that trauma because she saw in the mirror the
Holy
Gorn there
fuck!
in the
They showed a
background.
human side of somebody.
Yeah. She's got like a better arc, I think, this year because even those scenes, like in episode 1, she was really into like very serious and bleeding and
You know what they did? They humbled her. They humbled her character. She
right.
was always, "Oh, I'm so bad. I'm tough. I'm this. I'm that." Guess what? You got humbled, bitch. You got
True,
humbled.
yeah. She was always a bit like cocky. Just, oh, I know everything. I'm so good. And I mean, she's a good pilot, but
And look who took her job over, a dude from fucking hydroponics. His name was Sulu.
I guess. I mean, she definitely has to leave the show, because she's not on the Kirk Enterprise, but, she's supposedly a war hero.
What about Scotty? Scotty didn't even have the right accent.
Mm-hmm. That part,
Like, he sounded Irish, not Scottish. What the fuck?
Yeah,
no, I've got friends in Ireland. He's Irish. He ain't Scottish. Oh my!
That character
that
for
girl me
sure
so nuts.
Is not as accurate as it could have been by far.
Oh, nowhere. No, that is not. You know who did a better Scotty? Simon Pegg.
Man, maybe.
Simon Pegg from the JJ verse did a better Scotty than that motherfucker.
Yes, you did.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
And then, well, I still think that they could have found a better Kirk than Paul Wesley.
That Kirk. Oh God, that wasn't a Kirk. That was a who the fuck is that?
Hmm I don't think Paul Wesley is like the proper version of
Dude,
Kirk
I
at
can play a
all.
better Kirk than that motherfucker did. And that's saying something.
Yeah,
I got the yellow shirt to prove it.
they did at least get Uhura right. She's
Yes.
done a really good
Oh,
job.
she's been amazing since season 1. I got
Yeah,
no problems at all with her. Uhura is awesome. Yeah,
yeah.
no, I'll give props where they're due, but
hmm
yeah, the ones that are fucked, yeah, I'm gonna call out the ones that are fucked. So
Yeah. Yeah, like even that girl that plays a doctor.
I can't wait till Kevin comes down to Michigan and says, "Okay, grab a hold of this 13 speed. Show me what you got, or 18 speed, whatever he has." I'm gonna be like, "Hold your beer and watch this."
You
Well,
don't want
with
to have
where
beer
I'm
where you drink it,
working,
TJ.
I can't
No beer.
like the company I work for. We don't go to the states, so
Oh,
I
you
can't.
ain't got your own truck? Oh, fuck.
hmm
Well, good thing my cousin drives. I guess I have to have my cousin. You know what? That means I got to get back in touch with my family, and I hate them. They're a bunch of fucking Republican bastards. Maybe Jim can teach me, or was a fire truck an automatic?
And if you're in Michigan, are you like more in closer to big city Michigan?
You
Yes,
know,
they're all around me. You know the middle of the mitten?
I don't know that term.
Okay, look this up in your browser. Central Michigan University. That's all you got to know.
Okay.
Oh, there's Daniel.
and
I
Jay,
didn't even
I
hear.
never
I
drove
didn't
the
even.
engine at all.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Daniel, I
No,
never
I
heard you
drove
pop
squad.
on.
I
You
drove
drove
squad
what?
for over 5 years.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the boop when you came up, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, normal. I got it set to where I hear a beep, but I didn't hear the beep.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
just keep me in the basement.
Yeah, Kevin, all you got to know is Central Michigan University. And I'm only a block away from Frat Row. Hey, girls, how you doing? Oh, Kevin's looking up CMU now. That's why he's so quiet.
Yep, I've been up to Lansing quite a bit when I
Oh
went
yeah,
towards
and I'm just
Toronto.
north of that. Yes, I'm just north
Yeah,
of that. Yep.
so I know that area. I also have another friend that lives in that general area that I met doing all the off-road sand dune riding I do in the States. So, and he lives in that area too.
LOL, says the other Kevin. Hey, how you?
And then you're just laughing at what?
I was not just laughing. The other Kevin was typing.
Yeah, I see those comments, but it's like the laughing and crying thing about just what's funny.
Yeah, I know. What's funny? What's funny?
Yeah.
What? Am I funny? You think I'm funny? Well, I'm funny. I'm funny how? How am I funny?
And then Daniel has that thing he says Ortegas grow out your sideburns.
just fooling around, you know. That's what I say to niggas.
Yeah, I mean, she had a really good
Daniel
arc in this.
Daniel wants to see her grow her mutton chops out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
she actually is going through something because like in her real life, I'm saying her husband died recently. As far as I remember.
We all go through bullshit in real life. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, nothing. I'm just saying that she does. That's all. Because she mentioned it in an interview.
You know, if I ever made it big and tried to portray any bullshit that happened on screen because of my personal life, do you know how much backlash it would get? Fuck that. No, fuck your personal life. That ain't got nothing to do with your on-screen
People all like to do that these days. I mean, you could actually say that that's why Picard was so fucked up because Patrick Stewart decided to bring in.
Picard is fucked up is because the CEOs of Paramount couldn't get their own dick past their own teethuses.
Yeah, but they
shut themselves up.
But that whole storyline with his mother and all of that came from his real life. Like Patrick Stewart's mother was fucked up or had some problems, and they brought it into the show. So that's the whole problem. Like these days, they do all that.
That's why fiction needs to stay fiction and real life needs to stay real life. Woof, woof, motherfucker.
Of course, it does.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. I don't like how actors bring in their own life into the show. They should just keep that stuff separate.
No, I agree. I wholeheartedly fucking agree. I don't think their politics should come into it. I don't think their personal life should come into it. I watch a show to escape reality, not to fucking be a part of it. Okay?
Right.
That's why I cannot stand reality TV. If I wanted reality TV, I'd walk out my front door.
Yeah, you know, it's so sad. It's so sad. Les Moonves canceled Enterprise Season 5 and replaced it with reality TV because it was cheaper to make and it made more money.
You know what? I'm going to do a reality TV show. It's called, Hey, The Whores of CMU. And I'm just going to walk up and down front row so you can see all these college girls from CMU being the fucking whores that they are instead of the so-called degree-holding angels that people think they are when they apply for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how that works.
Why does reality TV make so much money anyways? It's boring.
Because nobody wants to see prim and proper. They want to see dumb and...
Yeah. People want to see themselves, basically.
No, if I wanted to see myself, I'd watch myself jacking off from beside my bed.
That's why that show those duck things, whatever, that Duck Hunter, or
yeah.
That one with the duck whistles, whatever. That's so popular.
The fuck that was,
because it's like it's just about your life, like just average people's lives.
You know what? If they would have done it right, if they would have done that the right way, you wouldn't have had that Duck Nation or whatever the fuck it's called. That dumbass fucking show anyway. But
Dynasty.
Yeah.
Dynasty,
and all that was a toothless, long-haired, gray-headed motherfucker that didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, and he just fucking stumbled on some fucking gold without even knowing about it.
Right.
But anyway, if you want real fucking people, you'd fucking just seek out the average dude on the street and be like, hey, show me your life. And they'd be like, hold my beer and watch this. And you get so much good content. Holy fuck, your rating will be through the roof. And put Duck Dynasty to shame. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, it's just cheap for studios to make because they don't have to really write anything. It's just sort of free script.
It makes more money.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone wants to watch it. People want to watch. In a way, people just want to watch how
Dude,
stupid
I'm gonna
people
tell
are.
you, if I ever get to the point where I got my own truck and I build my own truck, my own 18 wheeler, and I already got a project in mind, and it's a long ass fucking term project.
There's another show, you
But
know,
if it
like
ever fucking happens, I'm gonna climb up in that motherfucker and say, "Hold my beer and watch this," and
you
I'm
know,
gonna
like
show you
the
how to fucking drive a fucking truck. I'm gonna show you how to drag a fucking 18 wheeler. I'm gonna show
like
you
the
how to fucking
show.
drive it the right way. Yeah, fuck this. Oh, this is what you should do, man. That's just no. It ain't gonna be a fucking how-to. It's gonna be a hold my beer and watch this. This is how we do it, motherfuckers.
Or you watch like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh
That's
fuck
another
that. He was
stupid
so fake.
show.
He was so
Yeah, but it's all about how dumb people are. Because it's like, oh, you're running away from your bond and all. It's
I'm
like,
sorry.
but
If
it
a
makes
5 foot tall
millions.
motherfucker that walks up to me with a fucking collie looking ponytail says handcuffs, I'm gonna look down at him and say, okay, I'm gonna choke you with my dick. Second of all, I'm gonna beat your ass down to the sidewalk.
And
Okay? No,
and
not happening.
his wife is a piece of work.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god, she was 5 foot tall too and about 5 foot wide.
Yeah.
Beth or whatever the fuck her name was. Jesus. What a fucking joke.
Yeah.
I
You
tried
know what?
watching that
I
show.
don't know who they were going after, but if they were going after fugitives where I live, holy fuck, they'd have got their asses beat.
Yeah, well, they
Big
did it
time.
in Hawaii because they're probably tame as hell over there.
Yes, I'm in Michigan. Fuck the dumb shit.
And the thing that makes it hilarious is in Hawaii, where you going to run to? Like, you're fucking on
The
an
ocean.
island.
You're gonna run to
Like,
the
for fuck's
ocean?
sakes.
Yeah.
You're not going to get away. I mean, you're on a fucking island. Like, where are you going to go?
Dude, yeah. At least if we run in Michigan, we got 2 hours that way, 2 hours that way, 5 hours that way, and 24 hours the other way. So,
Yeah.
how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to watch Dog the Bounty Hunter. There was like nothing going on.
I watched
No.
him the first time I ever watched him.
He fizzled out.
When he very first came on air, my girlfriend, oh, he's so hot that I'm like, are you fucking serious? No, because she had never been with somebody with a felony until she got with me. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Let me tell you what the fuck happens if you go after a felon. She's like, okay, what happens? I'm like, first of all, if you actually show up at her house, we're gonna put a gun in your fucking mouth. Second of all, if we don't blow your brains out, we're gonna get the fuck out of Dodge, and you ain't gonna know we were ever there. Okay. Next.
Yeah. Like, well, it's the same stupid show like Storage Wars. That whole thing is stupid as fuck too, but it's popular.
It is. Storage
And you know
Wars.
that they purposely stack those like warehouses with stuff because most people don't put
No, you know
valuable
what they put
shit
it?
in
They
there.
put clothes.
Yeah.
Clothes and furniture that's 20 years old that nobody
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah, if you
And
actually tried to buy one that was abandoned, what you would get was utter crap. People
yes,
don't leave like the
yes.
Mona Lisa fucking hidden in the back
No,
there.
no, they
I
don't. They
mean,
don't.
it's just
They
ridiculous.
leave their personal belongings that has
Yeah,
no value to anybody except the person that left it
yeah, yep. In reality, that show would be the most boring on earth, but then they have to put all that like expensive stuff hidden in there so
But
that
you know
people
the
want to
funny
watch
part
it.
about that is you got people going out to bid on that shit now because of that shit.
I know. And they get so disappointed. I'll bet you they just wasted their money because how
And all
often
you're
are you
doing
going to
is
do
making
anything?
the rental places richer. Yeah.
Yep,
So
exactly.
yeah. And the rental places are laughing at your dumbass as you're left there with nothing except dumpster fuel.
Yep,
So
that's true.
Hey Jay, I got a boogie woogie and be home any minute. So y'all have a good night.
okay, Jim, thanks for
Okay.
being on, buddy.
Yep, bye bye.
But so, Dan, what is your opinion on the episodes then? Did you watch them?
Yeah, I tried. I just didn't find it very entertaining, you know?
Mm.
I was hoping for something more, you know what I mean? But no.
Yeah, in some ways, it was somewhat predictable what was going to happen in the first episode. It's like, I mean, now where else could it really have gone? But it was still entertaining, just not like amazingly different, I guess.
Yeah.
Though episode 2 was maybe a little more, but it was kind of dumb because it never led anywhere in the sense that you knew that they weren't going to be married either.
Yeah.
Or, you know, at least the guy that played the Trelane character was fun. Like, it made it somewhat interesting.
Yeah. Hey, well, yeah. Wait a second. Hold on a second. I only watched the first episode, actually.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Wait,
Well,
no, tell me more. Please tell me more. There was a Trelane in there?
Tell me more.
yep,
Tell me more.
they did. It's not like, of course, the guy that played Trelane originally, but it's supposed to be a Trelane character, and it's in that episode. And they brought back the Lancey too.
Suzanne, hey, talking about bringing people back. Hey, Suzanne, how you doing?
There he is. Hello,
There
everybody.
he is.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, baby?
So you might want to watch the second one then, now that I've piqued your interest about it.
Pig. That's spelled Piqued.
Mm-hmm.
Not the other way. Not Peeked. Not the way you think, Daniel.
Yep, except the wedding part was kind of dumb because they just
That was.
it was.
But
it was,
you know, Kevin. No, Kevin. I think because of the fact that we heard John Delancey at the end of that episode, I got to think
Mhm.
that was
What?
that's exactly how we hear accused. So.
Yep.
Wait, John
John
Delancey?
Delancey voices the cloud orb, which is supposed to be the father.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Daniel, you said you watched it.
I saw the first episode.
Jeez, now you got to watch the second one.
Yeah, because I was really hoping that in the first the first episode was amazing. I liked it, and but I was kind of hoping that the Enterprise would blow up the Gorn ship and kill everybody.
Right.
That's what you get for thinking.
But they can't have done that because then Kirk couldn't have encountered the Gorn later.
Yeah, but there's so many Gorn. There's so many Gorns. They could blow up and kill all those Gorn, and there's still more.
Yeah, but then that would have ensued a war, and then it would have made the plot like a little bit
Which goes back to
unfeasible.
what I said like 2 hours ago, at least 2 hours ago, I think. If Pike didn't do what he did at the end of episode 1, you wouldn't have seen the fat, bloated, slow Gorn in the TOS episode.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think that's what it implied, was that when they forced them to go into hibernation, it probably fucked up their whole species a bit because, I mean, if you're going to be forced to go to bed sooner than you should, you probably come out the other end all screwed up.
Have you ever been drunk and been forced to go to bed, Daniel? You woke up kind of fucked up the next day, didn't you?
I never got drunk before, actually.
Oh, you liar.
No, I didn't.
You lie. You lie worse than a wet Persian rug.
So that's probably why they looked all fucked up when Kirk saw them, because they just can't. Yeah.
That's a good storyline. That's a good storyline. They can use that. That's a good storyline.
Yeah. Like came out all fucked up because he's lethargic and walking around all weird.
We just got out of hibernation because of somebody a few years ago.
Yeah.
But you know something? It's so sad. Like if
why is
this whole thing, if Skydance purchases Paramount, which I think it already did, and they're going to push Kurtzman out. They might push Kurtzman out.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kurtzman and his secret hideout, his company
You know what?
got kicked out.
I'll show you,
You know what
my
that means?
secret hideout if you show me yours.
You know what that means? That means
You don't want it. Never mind.
Paramount doesn't own the rights to New Trek. Kurtzman and Secret Hideout.
You know what? Skydance owns all the Trek because guess who Paramount owns?
No.
CBS.
Yeah, well, I know that, but they own the old.
Okay,
Trek.
so Skydance owns all of it.
They own old one.
No, don't try to mix mash it. Skydance is gonna own it all. You're trying to split hairs. Don't split hairs when they need to be split.
So are you saying they own the new stuff like Discovery, right?
Yes, everything. Skydance bought the whole shit and caboodle, bud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that argument holds because I think if it was still Paramount, then they gave the rights to Kurtzman to run it the way he wanted to.
And his
but
contract
whoever
runs
bought
out
it
like next year
bought
or
all
this
of
year,
Trek
so.
because
Kurtzman's
Skydance bought
contract-
all of it,
Yeah, Skydance
which is a
bought
bigger
it all.
umbrella.
Yes, Skydance bought it all, and Kurtzman's contract runs out this year.
Right. So they can use all of that in the future if they want to.
Yeah,
So
because
therefore, Daniel, no.
Yeah.
Fuck that dumb shit argument.
All right.
And then I think they actually like Akiva Goldsman, which is the person that runs Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, the guy who did Batman and Robin.
Yeah, so he might become the new sort of guy once Skydance takes real control.
As long as he likes Trek and is true to it, I'll give him a chance.
Right.
Suzanne, what's on your mind, girl?
Nothing. It's blank.
Oh,
blank.
my kind of woman. How you doing?
Oh, I can't even get dinner organized tonight.
What? Oh,
No.
you better bring Harlem up here.
Are the fires over up where you are?
Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not because her fucking fire smoke is still coming down.
Really?
Here. No,
so you're closer to Manitoba then in that way?
Oh,
or
yeah,
the
I'm right
north?
beside Manitoba. Manitoba's hitting you now, Jay.
Yeah, she's in Saskatchewan. So.
Yeah, I knew that. Like, because I know that the fires in Manitoba are pretty bad up north.
But I'll tell you what.
Well.
I'll tell you what about them fires though. We still got haze here in Michigania where I live. So
I'm about 7 hours away from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
I'm so glad you said about and not a boot.
Who the fuck does a boot other than a Newfie? And Newfie's not part of Canada. Fuck them.
French
in Quebec.
You know what? I'll say it just to fuck with people, but yeah.
Quebec and Newfoundlanders. Anything past Ontario ain't part of fucking Canada.
You know, I'll say it just to fuck with people. What you talking about, Willis?
Oh. The rest of Canada will tell you anything Ontario and over ain't Canada.
You know, I'll say it just to fuck with people, just to get a reaction. But, you know.
Well, the funny thing is, my kid's last name is Willis, so we grew up with that shit. My kids were always good. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, I say that because of different strokes and Arnold and Willis and
exactly. And then if you've seen my kids, they kind of. I'm white, Dad's white, but they're biracial. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
On my side, way back. So
yeah, you like the big black dick.
It may be red. It may be red, but it's an afro. And they got the lips.
But it's an afro.
And they got them lips, and they got that bubble butt.
They got them big old lips.
They black. They just got white skin.
So they got collagen lips, but they're white.
Oh, the butt, the lips, the hair. Yep.
You know what? I can't complain. I can't complain. I am a Heinz 57. I'm a true American. I got so many features. I got big old lips that are good for kissing. Just ask ladies. I got a nice rum butt. I got a nice rum butt that I love to grab onto while we're doing the hibbity dibbity. Yeah, I mean, I'm white. I'm a Heinz 57. I got like all the good features that ladies like. So
Did you what's the movie that Gorilla's watching right now?
don't know,
I
don't
don't know.
care.
I
I
If you
haven't
have
love.
people
gone
over
over
there, I
there.
I
don't want
mean,
to
I
know.
love Gorilla. I love Gorilla, but I'm here doing my own thing.
Yeah, I love the Monkey Man too, but there's peeps over there I don't want to deal with right now. So I ain't there.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you what he's watching.
Yep, and Suzanne actually left earlier because certain people came on. So she messaged me behind the
Yeah,
scenes, and I said, "Hey, you're all good to come back, girls." So,
yeah, I'm back. And there's my buddy Daniel. Daniel needs to talk to you, Jay,
what? What? He didn't say
about
nothing about it.
Daniel, about StreamYard threatening to charge him for stuff and stuff and stuff. But you can help him
Oh,
figure that out
just
later.
yeah, just make 12 fake emails. Okay, make 12 fake emails, at least 12, 10 or 12. Link your YouTube channel to all fake emails. And whenever your 20 hours expires, go to the next fake email and you're good to go. I mean, yeah.
I think it was Daniel. Did you message me that, Daniel?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Daniel, see,
Yeah.
that's what's weird, Suzanne, because Daniel don't ever go live. So
Well, maybe it was Nerd. He reminds me so much of Outpost Nerd, the two of them. I get confused with both of those boys.
wow, there's another guy
They
like
they
Daniel.
look so much
Holy
alike.
fuck. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you could have swore they're brothers. They look a lot alike.
Brothers from another mother.
Well, never mind. I showed Daniel his doppelganger one day. You remember that, Daniel?
Which one is that?
The doppelganger of yours I showed you?
I don't. If you did, I don't remember.
Well, maybe I showed it to Nerd then because you guys are identical. The guy's a creep, but I mean, you look the same.
He's a creep, but you look the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the guy's a real POS, but the spitting image.
That's not real encouraging, Suzanne.
Oh, just because they look the same doesn't mean they are the same. Daniel is a sweetheart.
Thanks.
Holy fuck, it's getting cold in here. Oh.
Well, what are you doing?
I got my room closed because the missus is up with her TV on.
Ah,
Yeah, and I can't have my door open to the rest of the house because her TV's on. And I can't have YouTube getting down my arse because of it. That's why it's getting it's like a fucking freezer in here right now.
I wish.
Jesus Christ. Ah,
Is that somebody sneezing or a dog barking?
that's me sneezing. I'm doing it into a towel so you don't hear me doing it full force.
Oh, Lord.
Ah. No, I'll
Yeah,
do
the
it without a
fire,
towel. I'll do it without a towel if you want to hear me fucking go off.
the towels in Saskatchewan, fires in Saskatchewan are bad right now, and the
There's
fires in
one.
Manitoba are taking off bad right now. So it's just one big happy fire.
Yeah. There's two.
Yeah, we've had 3 or 4 Indian reserves evacuated already, and they're evacuating 4 in northern Manitoba right now too.
That don't do me no good. 90% of my county's on a reservation.
Yeah,
And 90% of it's white people.
huh? That don't happen up here.
Yeah. Well, it does in the US, but that's a whole different ball of wax.
I mean, we have whites on the res, but they're part of the family.
I mean, Michigan, I guess, is the exception to the rule because like before our natives got their casino, they were living in rusted out trailers with floors falling through. But then they made that deal with the government where they could make casinos and shit. So now, instead of relying on food stamps and Medicaid, they get paid $1,200 a month just because of casino. It's called per cap or whatever.
Huh.
Yeah, which
Yep.
I tried to get on because I am uh, part of the Cree tribe, CREE,
Yeah.
and which was taken over by the tribe here in town, or well, by the Chippewas. Um, but they said, even though I have documentation, they said that since I'm more white than Indian, even in features, they won't accept me.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't work up here. If you got any native blood in you, you're native. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could
Like, I
literally,
don't give a fuck
I
if you're
could
one.
literally, I could literally hop the Canadian border illegally and get Canadian Indian funds.
Absolutely. They don't give a fuck if you're 197th, Chippewa, fucking Micmac, Mohawk, whatever.
No, I am 1/8 Cree Indian.
You are
So
native.
yes, but because of the way the laws work here, and because everything, because of all the way the treaties work here, they can just outright deny me. So
The way the treaties work up here, everybody's trying to find their Indian. Everybody, because they want that
I
reparation.
am
Right?
I am 1/8 Cree Indian, which in Cree Indian, by the way, is one of the rarest fucking tribes around, especially in the Michigan area. So
Yeah, that's like my brother's tribe.
my one of my great grandmothers, her last name was Deacon, and she was almost full blood, and she married a white man. So
I don't know what my brother's name was before we adopted him. I just know that he was
I
what
don't
they
know
call
what her last
shoe.
name was. I don't even know if she had a fucking last name.
They just know they call him shoe swap Indian.
I just know that when she married my great grandpa Deacon, that was her last name,
Yeah.
and she was a Cree Indian.
I know in BC we have shoe swap Indian, and of course, being an asshole like I was as a
You
kid,
know, I
I
watch
teased him.
all
Right?
those shows. You know, and I watch all those shows about the Inuits and all the natives up there, and I'm like, holy fuck. You know what I call redneck and shit is what your natives do on a regular daily basis,
Oh yeah.
and I call that just redneck and shit. Trying to do it white guy style. I call it rednecking it, and they're like, "No, we do this every day." I'm like, "Holy
Yeah.
fuck! I got so much in common with the fucking natives." You know, it's like you make do with what you fucking got.
Exactly. Like this house we're in, Jay. I don't have hot water yet. We've been here a couple years now. Still working on the plumbing. I got plumbing in the house now,
You know, and
but not.
that's what fucks me up about your situation, because you know how fast I'd fucking figure out a way to make it right.
I just didn't bother because it's not a big deal. If I want hot water, I'll go boil some.
Yeah, I know that,
And
but it fucks
before we
me up
had
so.
water,
I know, but
be-
I've been raised in my society the way I've been raised, and there are certain things you got to have to be comfortable, right? Hot
before we even
water's
had water,
one. Hot
before we
water's
even had
one.
water, we went and hauled water. It's just what you do. You do what you got to do.
You do what you gotta fucking do. Yes,
I
you
don't
do what you
cry to
gotta do.
anybody. I don't cry to anybody. I don't look for handouts.
No, you don't.
You
But
know,
you know what? And that's why I want to help, because you don't cry to nobody. All you said was,
when
"Hey, I
I
got a problem."
when I can afford to fix things, I fix things. I was able to get most of the
But
plumbing done, but I haven't got the hot water done yet.
the way I was raised is my friend says they got a problem. I'm like, all right, how the fuck I'm gonna fix it?
Yeah.
That don't
But
mean
I
I
don't have
want
friends
nothing.
because
I don't need nothing in return. I don't need no this. I don't need no that. It's hey, my friend's in need. How the fuck I'm gonna help?
I don't have friends because I stay in the house. I have been trying
Well,
all year to get somebody to cut the grass. I've offered $100 to cut the grass.
you
The
know, and I
grass is
had
now
that,
3/4 way up the
and I've had.
fucking house.
Just to put it on the record, I've had that conversation with you. We have had that conversation.
Yep,
So
yep.
that does not need to come up again.
Seriously, 3/4 way up the house. This is what I live with out here. Tiny little town. You think somebody would knock on the door and say, "Hey, you know, I noticed things are a little out of hand. Could you use some
Now
help?"
I will say this though, for motherfuckers thinking that she's vulnerable, go ahead, walk up to the property in the middle of the night and see what the fuck meets you.
Yeah, that's not advised. Yeah, but I mean, it's just the way it is.
Not
You take
only
care of
will it be a 6'4" motherfucker with a dumb look on his face, but if
oh,
I'm
that'd be the boy.
visiting, you'll see me coming. Well, no, you won't see me, but I'll come around the other corner with a baseball bat, fucking trying to split your ass in half with the baseball bat. So
Eh, they got to get past what guards the door.
I thought
you know
people.
what? All you need at that front door is Harlem. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Because I'll come around the back saying, "How you like me now, motherfucker?" Yeah, and fucking whack.
What were you saying, Kevin?
I thought people helped each other out there where you are. No.
Fuck no.
No,
Hmm.
I couldn't tell you
no,
my
no.
neighbors,
Yeah, no.
my
She's
neighbors'
still.
names. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know the
no.
bitch across the street runs a post office, and
Suzanne
because
has. You got how many people in your town? 264
you,
people in your town?
no, I think they said 220 or something like that,
Oh my
204,
God.
whatever
Okay.
it
I
is.
was 40 off.
Yeah,
But
that's what
Kevin,
they say.
yeah, Kevin, the story she's told me, all I need is her grandson to walk at that door and duck his head down to walk outside before
Yeah.
I come around the corner from dark and knock a motherfucker out. That's all I need is for him to poke his head out.
How many 16-year-old kids you know walk around with a grand in their pocket and nobody fucking even blinks at them?
Fuck, I will, because I know how much of a pussy he is.
My kid walks around 3-4 grand in his pocket, whatever he's pulling out of the bank that day for me, does the grocery shopping, walks home with
Yeah,
it all,
okay, I'm never mind. I got something to say, but I'll say it in private.
goes and pays the damn bills. No, nobody messes with that kid.
Yep. Nope. I'll say it in private. I'll say it in private, Suzanne.
Yeah. But all in all, we do what we do.
But no, as far as physical presence go, all I need is for him to duck his head out that front door while I'm sneaking around the back of the house with a fucking spiked baseball bat in my hand. Yeah.
It's funny watching him at the door.
Let's see how much you're gonna fuck people now. Yeah.
It is funny if you walk up to my little house and you see him standing at the door because it's wow. It looks like a giant walking into a dollhouse.
You remember watching the Munsters?
Yeah. That's it. Seriously, it's like watching a giant walk into a dollhouse. He's such a big boy. And he's not done.
Yep. He's
Doctor
a
said he'd
big
keep
boy.
growing till 25.
And Suzanne is such an amazing gal.
Oh, gee, thanks. We try.
Oh, would you stop fucking getting down on yourself already?
Ugh.
That's like me getting down on myself. It don't sound good, does it?
Yeah, well, that's because you're a good guy, though.
What you're trying to say? You're trying to say, son of a bitch. You're trying to say
Bro,
you went. You're trying to say you went a good girl.
No, I am the epitome of evil on a good day.
Oh, for
You
fuck's
cross
sake!
the wrong way. Watch
Oh,
out.
you want to see me on a bad day? You want to see me having a bad day? You.
Yeah. And Daniel's just a sweetheart all the time. I don't think I've
That-
ever seen him.
That's the thing. It don't matter how
Right.
bad of a day I'm having, I'm still going to be a sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, Daniel's a sweetie. You see that nice Jewish sign he's got flashed up there?
No, I see what's in my
The
chat.
Vulcan, the
I don't
Vulcan
see
sign.
nothing here. Oh
The
yeah,
Vulcan
Daniel.
sign.
Yeah, he's got the Vulcan. Yeah. Oh
That's the
yeah, that
Jewish
was
blessing.
Jewish to begin with. Yes, it was.
Yeah. It's a Jewish blessing on your home.
Oh, it is? I never knew that.
Yes. Yeah. See, Daniel didn't even know that.
Leonard
Wow.
Nimoy's a Jew.
Yeah, it was because of Leonard.
Yes. It was a Jewish sign of peace, love, and fuck all the dumb shit before, it was a big Star Trek thing.
That's funny because Shatner's a Jew, and he was there as well.
Really? He don't come off as one.
Oh, he does. You ever watch his Twitter? Oh,
Now,
my God. I just literally stopped following him.
I
'Cause he never
don't
fucked
wa-
up.
I don't watch the tweeter twatter, okay?
He just never shuts up.
I told you the only time I'm online is when I do my YouTube.
And when you looking for me,
Exactly, because you're my girl.
you guys
Well,
ever watch
I say my girl. Let me clarify, my other girl. Okay, yes, you're one of my girls. Okay, and I don't mean to say I'm a slut, but hey, how you doing? You know,
Nikki's my sister, man. I know this.
exactly.
I love her lots. You ever watch that Troy Pacelli?
I've heard of that channel, but not recently.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Him and his wife, Netters Nutters.
I've heard of Netter, the Netter, yeah,
Netter Nutters.
the Nutter, yeah.
Yeah, they're good people.
Netter. I think I used to hang out with them way back in the day, a few years ago,
Probably.
before they got big.
Oh, Eric's out of town. So what all you talking about now?
Well, whatever you're talking about, girl, it's your show. Hey, how you doing?
Well, I just came over here to be a loudmouth.
Well, good.
Do you watch Star Trek, Susan?
I did not.
No. That's
We don't
what we
have-
were talking about. That
We don't
the
have
new
television.
episodes.
Where do I find those episodes to watch them?
Kevin, I gotta ask you again, Kevin. I'm sure you answered me, but where are
They're
you?
on Paramount Plus.
Where are you based out of, Kevin, in Canada?
Edmonton.
Okay.
Oh, you're on the other side of me.
Yep.
And I know Daniel's
Alberta
in Ontario. So.
Mm-hmm.
Alberta is leaving.
Oh,
Yes, and Saskatchewan
Oh.
is holding their hand on their way out the door with them. Fuck this
Hey,
shit.
you know what? Hey, Suzanne, why don't you tell Kevin what you told me last week? I told you about all those unguarded Canadian border crossings we got up in the UP. And you told me, hey, just get across that cornfield and come across me, baby. That's what you told me last week, is to come across and come to you. So.
Walk across Alberta, Saskatchewan. We'll open the door. We'd rather be American than Canadian anyway. And fucking Ontario better get their shit
I've
together
always
or
felt
get
I was more Canadian than anything, but I don't want to be one of those fucking. I'm going to be an illegal if I come up to you.
You know what? I got into a Twitter fight because I said, I want you all to show me 5 great things about Canada.
You know what?
Makes you so proud?
I'll tell you what.
Canadian?
I'll tell you
Go.
what. I'll tell you what. As soon as my girl is gone from this planet, I will grab
would
my
cry.
boy up and I will be up there with you. Fuck dumb shit.
Seriously, 5 things that make any Canadian proud to say they're a Canadian. Because you know what, Jay? I was born and bred here, man.
You know
I got
what?
nothing,
Number one, we got
nothing to
respect.
say
No,
about
I'm
that.
gonna tell you number one off the top of my head. Number one, we respect each other. Number two, we don't cause no shit with each other. Number three, we only want what's ours. Number four, if you can't do it, we'll probably do it for you. And number five, we're all in it together.
No, I'm talking about what makes a Canadian
Yeah,
proud to
I
be
just
Canadian.
said my 5
I used
things.
to say our freedom. We got none. I
You
used to
got
say
none. No, you
our
got none.
rights.
You're just like the US. You got none.
There's nothing I'm proud of anymore.
No, you're just like the US. You got no freedom. It's what they say your
We got
freedom
nothing.
is.
We got nothing.
No,
They're
you
big,
don't.
wide open spaces. If you're allowed in them, sure.
By allowed, what do you mean by allowed? Because
Well, if the government lets you, right?
yeah, if they
You
let
know,
you, yeah.
what happened to being able to go camping wherever you wanted? Letting your kid go down to the stream with a fishing pole without having to frickin', 6-year-old having to have a license to fish and be with an adult and everything. No, it's gone. There's
You know,
nothing to be proud of.
yeah, and that's why I think I'm a rare breed. I'm definitely a rare breed here in Michigan, and I know I'd be a rare breed in Canada. I'd be like literally like the reinvention of Sunnyvale Trailer Park if I came up there. So
Oh yeah, that'd be me. The neighbors we had in our last place, I had a 2,500 square foot house on stilts, right? And a lake on either side of the yard.
all it takes is one rope and one truck.
Anyways, you had
Bye
to drive
bye
down.
house. How you doing?
You had to drive down my drawbridge area because there was a lake on either side of the driveway. My neighbors didn't come by because they knew in all that area there was wildlife. And if I was sitting on my deck at 5 a.m. having my morning coffee, then my gun was sitting by my side. And if it walked through my yard, it was dinner.
Now you just fucking spoke to my heart, girl. Because
If
I
a
got
deer was
my
walking through my yard,
no.
hello, supper.
You don't understand, Suzanne. I got two 12 gauges, right? Single shots. My Winchester and my one that's so old I can't even fucking tell you what brand it is. I got my 22 Remington semi-automatic long rifle.
Which would be illegal here.
I've also got my 7.62 bolt action internal load. So yeah,
Harlem,
you're talking about sitting off your back porch. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, trust me. No, what do you want
Harlem's
for dinner?
22.
Do you want rabbit, squirrel, or do you want the one way the fuck out there?
Oh, and right where I am now is moose, but I'm in a town. Another
Well, yeah.
500 feet.
See, yeah, I could probably hit it with my 7.62 way out there, but yeah, then I'm gonna have to run, and yeah, your boy better have my fucking 4-wheeler ready to go for me. So,
500 feet out of town, no problem. But then I got to have a license.
oh, 500
Or if
feet,
it-
my 500 feet, my 7.62 is gonna down it, no problem,
Yeah, but you can't shoot
no
in town.
fucking problem. No,
You can't shoot in town.
No, this is a 7.62 full metal jacket, bolt action, internal look. Yeah, dude, no. Yeah, it's done. It's fucking croaking as you're stroking, as we like to
I
say.
don't worry about tags or a license if it's on my land.
That's what
If it's
I'm
off my
saying.
land,
That's what
then
I'm
you got
saying.
to worry about the bullshit.
I got guns for everything from small game to big game to it's in your face or oh it's out there. Go hit it. Okay. Click, click, boom.
Harlan, hang on, I got a call for coffee.
Call for coffee. Kevin, you're in Canada. And I know you're a truck driver, so you know these laws probably better than Daniel does, because Daniel stays in the same spot all the time.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about this?
About what?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Like I
No,
agree.
just bringing, going across the border illegally and bringing my fucking firearm so she can fucking have dinner.
It's not going to happen, man. Just
I
stop your
wouldn't.
ass on the border.
I
Are you long
wouldn't
haul?
try it. I mean, they kicked that one guy out from going back to the U.S. I saw on the news. He was living down in somewhere in the States for 40 years.
I'll tell you right now, I got 2 felonies from when I was 18. I'm 50 years old now. That's why
you'll
I
get
can't get a passport. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Will I be illegal? Fuck yeah, I'm going to be an illegal.
They'll let you in, Bubba.
Yep. It
How
won't
about
be
you?
too long until we get either we're going to become part of America just because
You know
I
what?
just
No,
don't
fuck,
think.
I don't want to hear that. I want to hear America come part of you, because the best part of Canadian society is the fact that you care about your citizens, and America doesn't do that.
No, wrong.
If America cared about its citizens, they wouldn't let the middleman get paid for health care.
It's an illusion that Canada actually gives a shit about the people that live here.
Well, you know what? It's a goddamn good illusion, because that's what we see about you.
Yeah, that's the problem, because it's our government doesn't give two shits. They want to make their money and screw us just as bad. So I wouldn't say that
Well,
it's
you know
better.
what? Then maybe you need some Americanism in there to
don't
tell you
mention
how
that.
bad it is down here. To show you how good you got it.
It's great.
It's
shit's
great. Yeah, like
Hey.
Tony the Tiger said, it's great.
Is that shit too?
She too.
Yep, because we're basically just like citizens of the crown. We don't have rights in Canada.
You know
Oh,
what?
that's right.
You're
Nathan
not part of
Brown.
the crown. You haven't been part of the crown since what? A few years ago.
Well,
we have
that's
been.
just in paper that they say they got rid of it. Like basically, the
No,
crown is
you
still
literally
there.
separated yourselves from the crown a few years ago.
No,
Then why do
Well, as long as
we
that's
still
not
swear
As long as that
swear
Trump Walker is
allegiance?
stealing our money, we're the queen. We're the
And
crown.
they still swear allegiance to the king. Did you even
You know what?
hear the swearing ceremony for the prime minister?
If your nation officially separated themselves from the crown, why
We're
the
not.
fuck are you still swearing allegiance?
We still use their money. No, we're not
Yeah.
split.
We're
Yes,
not.
you are.
no,
Nope.
the king. He's still the king of Canada.
Yeah. And that's why
We're just not
every
bringing it.
elected official swears allegiance
Okay,
to
that's
the king.
That's the only place I might have a problem, because you
Well,
know
I
how
got
I
my
feel
problem.
about you know how I feel about monarchies. There's only one in my book, and that's mine.
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
like only the people that actually are awake in Canada know that truth.
Well,
The ones that
you
vote
know
for
why
those
America
liberals
is
are
separated
idiots.
from England, right? Fuck
Because
the
they grabbed
crown.
the crown.
Yeah, fuck the crown. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're stuck with it. And that's where at least we're hoping that Trump finally
But you
breaks
guys
the
got so many good things going on up there. Even me as an American, with all these ingrained ideas, I gotta say, I gotta weigh everything, and I gotta say, holy fuck, these people are so much better up there than the bullshit I'm dealing with here.
it always looks like that, just like when you look across to another lawn, it looks nicer than
it's
yours.
always greener on the other side.
It is, but doesn't mean that it actually is.
Hey,
It's
Kevin, guess what? Guess
You know
what,
why?
Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
Jay, you know
Well,
why it's greener on the other side?
What, Susie?
Do you know why it's always greener on the other side?
Yeah, because that bitch knows where to put her fertilizer.
Got it. That side's got more
yeah,
shit.
yeah. There's more bullshit on this side. That's why.
They need to,
You
they
know
need to keep
what?
my
You
ass
know what?
away from the border.
What I gotta
Because
say
if
about
Trump wants
that
in, I'll
is,
open the door.
all I gotta say about that is, after my girl's gone, what?
I'll be holding the door open.
Yeah, no.
What?
After she's gone,
Yep.
give me a fucking reason to stay. Besides my boy, and I'm bringing him with me. So fuck the dumb shit.
Yeah, what's one more?
No, and he's 13, so and him and Harlem are gonna get along so fucking good. It ain't gonna be even fucking. It'll be so funny. It's not funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Are
gonna come
you
up to
long
Heart.
haul or
No,
short?
my son's getting so tall, like he's up to like the almost to my chest. But he'll come up to like Harlan's fucking dick, and it's gonna be so funny to see them meet each other because they're so alike.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's a good boy I got here.
It's gonna be like Jake and the Fat Man. It's gonna be like Tall Man and the Short Man, whatever.
I remember
Oh,
that
no.
show.
Kevin, are you long haul driver or short in town?
Well, used to be like more long haul where I went to the States. Now I still go far away, but not
Here's
outside of like Canada anymore. It's mostly Alberta, Northwest.
Canada. Will you say it the right way?
Yeah,
Canada.
I go up to the Northwest Territories and BC
Nice.
quite a bit now. So
You know
that's
what?
I got buddies up
it's
in the Yukon.
Does anybody ever watch Alex Debogorski
Never.
from Ice Road Truckers?
What's that?
No. I know what Ice Road Truckers is, yeah.
Yeah, Alex Debogorski.
I just don't know the characters on
Yeah,
there, but I've seen it.
Alex Debogorski, right? He
Have you
hangs
ever been
out
on
of
one of
his
those roads?
fucking cab saying, "Hey, we're going across some ice. It's going crack, crack, crack a lack, crack a lack, a lack, a lack." And he's
Hey,
like,
Jay,
"Hey, the best thing you
you
can
ever,
do is jump from your fucking truck."
you ever been on one of those roads? I have.
You know what?
And you
I
know what?
wish
Yeah,
I could. I wish I could. I'd be hanging out the other door with him.
Tell you something about
I
those roads. If
I
I'm going
have.
one way
I've been on it.
and dude's coming the other way, do not stop. Do not slow down. Do not accelerate. Continue.
No, you don't stop. You know what happens if you stop? You get
Yes,
stuck. And you're
you're
stuck and
going
you're
under.
stranded and you fucking die. That's what happens.
If you stop, you're going down. Yep. Because as I'm pushing the water one way under my vehicle,
And
you're
it's
pushing the
going the
water
other
your way.
way.
And if I
And
stop,
it's going to
create the
make a
break.
pressure ridge in the middle of
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You got to
First thing
keep
they
the
tell you.
wave moving.
You know
I've
what?
driven a lot of winter
That's
roads.
what I'm saying, right? That's why I want to come there. I want to do the fucking shit, you know, for no, that's just like what y'all do up there. What y'all do up there, and you consider like jobs. I consider hold my beer and watch this. Okay, so
It always seems interesting, and then when you do it, you're
no,
like,
it's not even like that. It's interesting. It's just like no. To me, it's just like duh. Okay. Whereas to you guys, it's just like, oh my god, it's so technical. It's this, it's that. Well,
Yeah, it's like hold my
obviously
beer now.
there is a technical aspect. There is that. But to me, right, the way my brain works, the way the math works in my head is like, duh. Like I could have told you that before you even fucking started the story. So
The way my brain works is the water's fucking cold. Hold my beer. I got this.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna polar bear. So.
Yep. Fuck that. I ain't going down for nobody.
And that's I gotta hold myself back even when I'm talking to people on stream because like my brain works so fucking fast. It's like, oh fuck, I gotta hold myself back so I don't make them feel inadequate. or whatever, right? So, and that's the thing. Like, even when I'm learning new skills, like I gotta like play dumb to my teachers when I'm learning new shit because
And Dan
they're
changed his message too on the bottom.
no. What I want to say is I gotta play dumb for people that are teaching me because they're gonna think I'm playing them when I'm not playing them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jesus Christ, like, okay, just tell me the shit I gotta know. Tell me the shit I gotta know. And they just do. I'm like do. And they're like, no, do. Okay. If that, I don't know if that makes sense. But like
It
people
does.
that fucking teach me are so fucking slow. Like, why don't you just tell me what I got fucking know so I can know what I got fucking know?
See, I just added my little thing at the bottom of my description. I changed it.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Because I saw Daniel put on a new one. Now his says Ortega's useless
Well,
in a
you
fight.
ain't done shit on mine. That's all I know.
Yeah. You can't change someone else's. I'm just saying I
No, you
added
ain't done shit on mine. That's all I'm telling you.
it. No? Really? It shows
Not
up
really.
on YouTube. I can see mine
Like,
where the name's the
Ortega's a
same, but
security officer, right? Well, she's pretty useless in a fight.
yeah, I mean she got stabbed too through the gut by a Gorn. So that was pretty harsh.
I still don't see it on my YouTube. How you doing? What YouTube are you on?
Oh, maybe you have to refresh it because
Hey, I've refreshed my YouTube. I've refreshed my StreamYard. You ain't on mine. Or at least you ain't fucking put nothing
I
on it.
I changed it. Mine's
Well,
mine. I mean,
you
not
know
the
what? Did you
picture. I'm
think you
saying that
did?
little
Or
white thing at the bottom
did you, would you?
below it. Because yours says J, and then mine
Hey, how
now.
you doing? You know what? My StreamYard don't change. No, my StreamYard is live to what you're doing. So is my YouTube page. So yeah, you ain't done nothing.
I see it on mine though.
Well, that's what you get for seeing it. Because it ain't done nothing on mine.
Yeah. And who's that girl that's in
Who's
the med
that
bay?
girl? Remember the song? Who's that girl? Hey,
I
that's
always forget these people's names when I need to remember them. But she's the nurse or the doctor, like down with Benga. What's her name?
Oh,
Christine
Chapel.
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 You
Yeah,
know what?
Jesus
There,
Christ. She was
they
on
screwed up.
TOS.
Yeah,
Christine Chapel.
they screwed up
and
continuity there too because Nurse Chapel, she wasn't a fighter. This new Chapel
no,
is a fighter. She
Who's
kicks
yeah,
ass.
that girl?
The old Chapel didn't know how to fight.
You know
She
what?
couldn't do
I'm not
nothing.
ready to
right.
start playing music. I'm gonna have to end this thing.
Well, this new Chapel is really good though. She's really good looking and also just acts really well. I think that she has a great role.
I know,
She
but how
seems
are they gonna? How are they going to tie? If they're gonna do it, how are they gonna tie this track with TOS? Because they contradict each other a lot.
mm-hmm.
Like from when you see from the technology to the way the characters behave. Also, there was no Laan, Noonien.
Suzanne.
There
Well,
was no.
true. The Leon character is definitely like completely out of the story. I mean, in that way, I guess they'll never be able to. It's gonna be basically its own thing if you want to continue it.
Yeah,
It's
but like, how are they going to connect it? They can't do it
they
unless they
can't.
do the temporal Cold War storyline where they
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, like the temporal Cold War people come back and they fix everything, and then
Right.
TOS starts right there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's the only way.
True. And then if you when you do watch episode 2, Daniel, Leon actually has a pretty decent scenes in that too. Like, at least that she's like a dancer and all of that. It's kind of, I enjoyed watching those scenes between her and Spock dancing, and she's not a bad dancer. But it's nothing amazing in the story in the sense, but it's still worth watching nonetheless. But I don't even know why they had to bring that whole like Noonien Singh thing into the storyline, but that's somehow very important in this new Trek world. But I mean, she can be a security officer. I don't know if that screws up anything, because unless she becomes like part of the Kirk Enterprise, then it screws things up. But right now, how does this screw it up in that way? Does it interfere with Trek in any way that she's on the ship?
Yeah, because like think about it, like Kirk knows La'an, right? He knows La'an, but in TOS he
Mhm.
didn't even mention her. Like, how do you explain that? I guess
Yeah,
you could
but
say he knew her, but he just didn't mention her or something.
yeah, but like, okay, well, you could say the same thing about how come Spock never mentioned his brother until later,
Yeah.
either, or the sister, that's even more like pisses me off. Like, Burnham shouldn't even be in there at all, but then technically you could go under that same line. They don't mention each other either.
Yeah, but
So
the big problem is, how do you explain the technology? You just can't.
you
So-
can't.
So
Yeah.
the Temporal Cold War is the only get out of jail free card we have, and I doubt they'll use that.
Or
I mean, there was one last season. There was an episode last season. I like that one. I wonder if there's going to be one this season. I hope there will be one this season.
With what?
Where the fuck did they go? We
You
lost
know, what's his name? You know, like, yeah, it would be cool if Daniels came back.
Yeah, they might want to do that, or they could just have Q come in at the very end and just wipe everyone's memory, which is stupid, but quick and easy.
Yeah, but the technology part is still like, how do you fix that?
Right. Well, that part you have to just overlook it, because you couldn't have done Strange New Worlds and it be as good of a show today using the tech of a 60s show. It just isn't doable. So they did what they could to make it look as close to it, but our modern way of watching a show just couldn't handle that. So that's why that part, I'm not that bothered by it as much as some people might be. I'll let that go, because you do just have to have modernism in whatever you're doing, right? It's similar to like when you watch the Jetsons. You think that that's our future. I mean, that was done back in the day where that future has that very like Art Deco look to it, right? But if you did that same show today, it wouldn't have that Art Deco look, just because that's not how we think of the future. But you can't like try to mix the two and think that they're supposed to be different for that reason. They're only different because of the time frame that they were created in. And that's the reason why I even like Strange New Worlds, because I find it very hard for me to watch TOS just based on the 60s style of it. It just is not, I don't think of the future when I see it, in my mind. And even when when you watch TNG, even now it's starting to look very like 80s, in the sense like
Yeah.
It's still future, but it's like it's not the future that we kind of have pushed to, and so you can't. They don't reconcile with each other, but you just have to think of it differently. But then you go to the other extreme where when they put the Discovery future in that 900-year future,
Yeah.
that future looks utterly way too dated in a way, because how can you think of the future that far ahead and even get it anywhere close to correct? And what they thought of, I think, was ridiculous, because it wasn't even like, it wasn't wild in the way that it should have been, because that far in the future, things should just be like beyond anything that you could even dream of. Like, and what they put there, it was like just merely slightly different than what TNG left, in the sense like it wasn't advanced in a massive way. But 900 years, come on, there's no way that only those little things could have changed. It would have been way more, you would have thought. That's all.
Yeah. They
Right.
did
It's
do a really good job, but like how, like, I don't know. They shouldn't have gone that far in the future. They should have just gone maybe
no.
like to the 26th century, maybe
Right.
the
Yeah.
27th century.
True. That was the huge mistake. They went way too far in the future, which made it look stupid. And they didn't even put enough like outlandish technology in its place to kind of give it the feel that it was that future. Because what was so different? Like, the nacelles were separated. Whoopee. That just like, to me,
That was
that wasn't
stupid.
enough. Yeah, it was dumb. It wasn't like it actually served a purpose, even. Like, if it made some sense, I would have been okay, it's fine. And then they had those stupid like wrist shooting things, and it's like it wasn't far enough. Like, if you're gonna go future, go crazy. Think of some really, really weird things, but it's just that's why it just didn't work at all. But
Yeah.
they're gonna keep that future, because coming up soon there's gonna be that fucking Academy show that takes place in that timeline.
Yeah,
I,
definitely.
I-
But
I'd rather I'd rather see the Academy of J Rock.
yeah, but still, you know what? Like what people are saying kind of makes
Hmm.
sense because, like, look, when Kurtzman and his company leave,
Hmm.
the new Trek rights leave with them, right? So Paramount, Skydance have to go back, like they have to go all the way back to Voyager and do like maybe like 40 or 50 years after Voyager and just pretend that all the new stuff never happened.
Right. Which they can do easily enough. I mean, I think more fans would be okay with that than any other time frame. A
Yeah,
lot of fans just don't give a
yeah.
shit about anything that just happened recently.
Like from what I heard, like this may not happen. From what I heard, the only new Trek that Paramount Skydance will keep is Picard season 3, and then they're gonna go all. They're
Mhm.
gonna do Star Trek Legacy after that.
Right. Yeah. And that would
So
make total sense. I mean, because of course, season 3 is still within the TNG era, so that's doable. The only part that if they don't want to mingle with the rights, you would lose some characters, because Raffi belongs with Kurtzman, right?
oh really?
Yeah, because Raffi was not an original character to Star Trek until Kurtzman.
Yeah, I don't like
That
Raffi. Her
yeah,
Yeah,
loss is not gonna
that is
be
Perf,
very.
very true.
Raffi would be lost. That Borg, the new Borg queen, that other like medical
Oh,
lady,
you know what? You know what? Wait,
she'd
wait.
be gone.
Let's hold on. Let's talk
Hmm.
about that Borg Queen.
Hmm.
No, we got to talk about the Borg Queen.
Okay.
Because no matter which Borg Queen you're talking about,
Uh
as
huh.
far as Star Trek goes, the Borg Queen is the Borg Queen is the Borg Queen is the Borg Queen.
Okay.
No matter who plays her.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Now, are you talking about the oh woe is me? You fucked everything up. The woe is me because that's
I'm
just part
talking
of the
about
storyline.
Girardi. Well, Girardi would not be in the future, so somehow they'd have to explain how the Borg Queen just looks like Girardi.
Right, so they
Then,
gotta explain something and they haven't done it yet.
yeah, and then you'd also lose Riker and Troy's kid, as well as that
As well
Romulan
as
kid,
yeah,
the
the
Romulan
Picard
kid.
kid. Yes,
Yeah, because
Oh,
all of those are
yes,
Kurtzman
yeah,
characters, right?
yes,
So
yes, yes.
it's which
And
is I don't
and
mind
and
losing.
you lose some TNG Borg kids, some Voyager Borg kids. You'd lose a whole bunch of kiddos.
No, why?
Now those
Anything that
belong.
happened in Voyager stays with Voyager.
No,
Voyager's still part.
because the Borg Queen is the Borg Queen is the Borg Queen is the Borg Queen.
Well, there's different Borg Queens.
Well, you gotta figure there is not just one Borg Queen. There's
Yeah,
multiple
it's
Borg Queens. That's established canon. There's multiple Borg Queens.
yeah, it's sort of like a beehive. There's a queen to one hive, and then there's a queen to another hive.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so that's fine. But I'm just saying some characters wouldn't be able to carry through unless they paid Kurtzman for it. But I'm okay with Troy and Riker not having that kid because
we're
they
not.
killed off the
Okay,
fucking
my bad.
son too, which was pointless in the
No, that's my bad.
storyline.
That's
So
my bad, Kevin. I was talking about paying them this, that, and the third. I was talking about storyline shit. So,
mhm.
yeah, I don't give two shits the fuck about contracts. I ain't talking about contracts. When I talk about Star Trek, I talk about what I see on screen and what the fuck happens. I don't give two shits a fuck about contracts. What I see on screen, that's the shit that I go by. So,
And then that Romulan kid too, I could give two shits about. I mean, it was a decent story, but also not that well told. So either way, if he doesn't exist, it doesn't bother me. Either way. You'd also lose Picard's and Beverly's kid because
Jacques.
Jack is actually a Kurtzman character too,
Oh no.
which is no loss to me either. But again, if you're looking at Kurtzman being separated and what he put in, those parts would have to be separated.
But then again, look at how his fucking character ended. It's like he was like a non-character anyway. So
True.
Dude, Jack Crusher is like the first cool Picard.
why the fuck would Jean-Luc and Beverly name their kid after the guy that Jean-Luc sent out to get killed from a Stargazer mission? That makes no fucking sense.
It does because that's
No,
Beverly's
that is Wesley's dad's name.
husband.
It makes zero fucking sense.
It's
Zero
Beverly's
fucking
husband.
0 sense. You would not name your new kid after the dad of the kid that you just raised on the Enterprise D, for fuck's sakes.
Really?
You wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't? I don't know.
Absolutely not. No, that is fucking pure fucking retardedness.
Well, I don't disagree with it being ridiculous because anything that Kurtzman does is ridiculous, but I don't know that that's wrong because let's say you were really in love.
That is second wrong. That's like me saying, okay, baby, I just helped bury your aunt. Now I'm going to date your mom. Let's name your sister after your mom.
But you were in love with her, though.
It don't matter. You don't do it.
Okay. Okay, then don't. But that character gets wiped out anyhow if you're not going to carry Kurtzman over and pay him for it.
Okay, so we got to let Susie talk for a second. Susie, you want to talk for a minute, girl? Go ahead. I know your battery.
My battery is burning up my phone here, guys. I got to jet and cool it off for a while. It's been going for 3 days straight nonstop. So It's telling you
Uh,
fuck off, down for a bit. So have a good night.
okay,
Thanks for
good
having me
night.
on.
You see, that's what I get for
Thanks,
not
man.
being online. Oh yeah, my girl's got to go now. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, getting rid of some of, well, the one thing that it would erase that I'm most happy about is Section 31.
Yeah.
Anything
Well,
that
Oh,
happened
that's a you and Daniel conversation. I don't even know if I want to.
in
I don't know.
anything that happened there is fine that it got deleted.
It could have been better. It could have been
Yes,
better. I would have made a much better script than that. I mean,
for
what?
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Like for the base sense of the fact that you can't fall through the floor but go through the walls alone, you could have done better.
Damn, Suzanne, I was hoping you'd stay because, yeah, no, I love talking to Suzanne backstage, but I guess she had to go.
Because the battery was burning up.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, so yeah, I get it. I mean, I think they really missed the boat on a lot of storylines with Picard. It only started getting good once they brought in some of the TNG crew, like when Riker first appeared on the show and started being in some of the scenes. I think that's when it started getting a bit good.
The first thing he did was a Riker maneuver. So
Hmm. And I also would like them to keep whatever happened in Lower Decks, because I don't think they did anything bad in that entire series, and I don't think it messes with canon at all, really.
Yeah. Lower Decks takes place in 2380, like 1 year after Nemesis.
Right. Yeah, and that could stay because that's very traditional Star Trek in that sense. But that is
And you know what? I
Kurtzman,
like
though.
it at the end. Remember what they did at the end, the final episode of Lower Decks? They created this like wormhole to the multiverse.
Hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, now anything from the multiverse can come through. That could make a
Right.
lot. That would be a really good story thing. You know, like
Hmm.
now people from like the mirror universe can come through anytime they want, or you know, like anything else. You know,
But that
whatever.
that might be the fix for what you were talking about, how some of those characters from Strange New Worlds kind of screw things up for canon, but that window could let them kind of escape it, let's say, right?
Yeah,
Sort of like a fix that they tried, which makes some sense.
but I heard that so Kurtzman and Secret Hideout made uh, Lower Decks.
They did.
So, yeah,
Mhm.
but it's
Yeah,
owned
they're
by yeah.
I mean,
Weird.
they gave it to Mike McMahon to do, but of course, it's under the Kurtzman era of what they did. So that's where they'd have to pay them to continue it on if that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I don't understand why they canceled it, because they were talking, oh, it's too expensive to make Star Trek and all of this. But then both the cartoons that they did are cheaper than the live action stuff. So why did they cancel it? And it was more popular. Like, I
Yeah,
think the highest viewership for Kurtzman stuff has still been Lower Decks. Other than season 3 of Picard, that was really high, but that's about the only peaks that they've ever reached. See, nope, now everyone's off. What happened?
What?
Oh, it went quiet for a while. I was like, what? I like it. I wish they even kept Prodigy going because I was really interested in that story line. I mean, other than I think that they made a kids show when they shouldn't have made it a kids show, because it kind of, when it first started, some of those characters, they're meant for kids, yeah, but it also makes it very hard to reconcile with like live action Trek in that way, because that rock creature and all of that stuff don't exist outside of a cartoon, so that's kind of difficult.
I hate to say it, but holy fuck, I gotta go, man.
Oh, really? Why? What happened?
I'm getting tired.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. A long day.
Yeah, I've just been off waiting at home, and then I saw you came on, so I'm like, oh, yippee, finally.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yeah.
But we got 3 hours in anyhow. That's good.
Yes.
Yep, and it's better than
I got
doing
3 hours. 3 hours. Yeah.
it. It was better than doing it at midnight.
Or 10 p.m. as I normally do. Yeah.
Right. So that was okay.
No, I'm serious though. When I start to drive a truck and I want to learn how to drive a truck, I want a real fucking truck. I want a real truck, not one of these automatic some bitches. Okay. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I want to, if I'm going to jump a cab, like, and make it jump off with fucking cab mounts. I want to learn how to drive a truck, not some of this automatic bullshit.
Right.
And I want to learn how to fucking do this shit the right way. You know what? And I'm not saying of course I'm a greenhorn. I ain't done it in real life. But I'm not a dumbass either. I've been doing my research. I've been looking this shit up. So. And I'm not saying a video's going to solve everything. But at least I've been doing some research. What's more I got to say for most people? Oh, shit. Oh, there's Kevin. Okay.
Well, you were gonna leave anyhow. I just somehow closed the window.
Yeah. No, that's okay, but
And then it lost it. So, but I had to come back.
Somehow it jumped a shark. It fucking kiboshed itself. Yeah. How you doing?
Yep. I closed the window because it's on the phone. So if I
no, that's okay. That you know what that Matthew guy that was here when you came on does the same thing. So.
Right. Yeah, because if I leave the browser, then it gets all fucked up.
Yep. Nope. So. I get that. I totally get it. Matthew does the same thing.
But it's not like it's hard to get back.
Oh, speaking of Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, some idiot just caught his room on fire here.
Wow! And the homeless shelter. Some dude caught his
He's probably gonna get exited tomorrow morning and banned from the shelter.
By exited, you mean booted out on his arse.
Yeah.
You're back now that it's ending, though.
Yeah, he's back. That now that you said that you use a fucking phone browser and you do the same thing that he does.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Matthew, you're not the only one that fucks up when it comes to a phone browser. Hey, say hi to Kevin.
I only fuck up with the phone browser when I use YouTube.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, someone had a space heater. on in their room, and
That's
it's called.
it. Wow, and it didn't have the tip over protection on it. What? How old was this fucking thing? Was it from the 80s, the
I have
70s?
no idea, but
Yeah,
how he
because
would.
average space.
My question: how the fuck did you?
I just want to say this: average space heater I have, if it gets knocked over, it shuts off automatically. Just saying. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that switch could get gummed up and stuck.
well, how much cum are you putting in a thing for it to get cummed up?
It's still possible.
Not that possible.
Yeah, what happens if you like just ended up barfing on it and then you didn't clean it
Okay,
properly?
then you throw it out and get a new one. It ain't that fucking hard.
The whole thing is,
That's
out
what
of
she
all the
said, because
things
you
they
couldn't finish in the first place.
you
'cause you puked
before
out.
they let you in the program I am in, which is called Reclaim.
Yeah, I know. You're in a religious one. I already know that. And I couldn't do it.
No, the program they call me in is Reclaim, and basically they make you sign a legal binding agreement on what you're not allowed to have and allowed to have.
I
And
couldn't do
on
that.
the
I
top
could
of that
not do that.
damn page
No, I couldn't
is
do that.
the
No. First of all, the first problem
in
I
bold
had,
italics 24-point font,
Matthew,
no space heaters.
Matthew, the first problem I have is with their name, Reclaimed. Motherfucker, you never claimed me to begin with, so fuck off with your name. Second, no, how you gonna fucking claim something that don't belong to you? Fuck off with that. So that's two.
Hello, it's a Christian organization. That's why it's
Exactly.
called Reclaim.
That's where I fucked up the third time. No, fuck off.
But the person who did it is probably going to get exited tomorrow and charged with. They had to dispatch 2 trucks. One a ladder truck, which is
You know what?
15K
I don't mind.
per dispatch, and the
I do not
normal
mind.
truck is 5K.
I have no problem with faith-based programs, but if you're gonna make housing or food a contingency of your faith, then fuck off. I don't want nothing to do with it.
They just do. They do it for people who pay rent because
I don't know exactly, and I'm not gonna pay you a fucking cent if you're gonna make me believe in your God. No, fuck that.
they don't make you believe in this.
No,
With
I
the
don't.
program,
I don't even want your services if you're gonna fucking try to make me believe in something. No.
they don't do that here. They don't make you go to service
And I'll tell
here.
you what.
They don't make you go to church.
And here's the reason why I say that. I was brought up Lutheran. Okay, I took
Aren't Lutherans a little crazier?
I took catechism. I was an altar boy. I took catechism. I did all that bullshit as a teenager. Okay, yeah, trust me. I can quote this, that, and a third when it comes to scripture, but I ain't gonna do it. Okay. Now, here's why I say fuck you, this, that, and the third every time it comes to a faith-based program. Because in my experience, it don't matter how much you got or how much you don't got, you try to ask them for help, the first thing they're going to try to do is push their religion on you, and that's bullshit.
They don't do that here. You kind of misunderstood what it does.
Maybe your program, but everything around here tries to push it on you.
Well, the Union Mission
Like, what do
is
they
good.
say? Like, what do they say? How do they push the religion on you?
Pray
They
with
don't do
us
that
or
to
don't
me.
eat. They say pray with us or you fucking don't eat.
Oh, so you pray or you don't eat?
Exactly.
They cannot do that's legally. That's illegal in many states. To if the state is run on, or the shelter is run on state money, that's a felony. You cannot deny food or shelter to people
Yeah,
seeking
well,
emergency shelter.
welcome to Michigan, where most faith-based charities are fucking donated and not by the state.
Well, even if it's run by donations, they have to abide by your state's laws, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
by
which and our state abides by the U.S. Constitution, which says there is a separation of state and church.
same here in Virginia. But in Virginia, if you go to any emergency shelter, no matter what city or region in Virginia you're in, they cannot refuse to feed you because that's a lawsuit that you can take to a state's
Well,
attorney and you would
I
win.
mean, yeah, if I were to go to the local soup kitchen, yeah, I could bring that up, but the soup kitchen doesn't make you pray before you eat. So,
They
See,
in
did you
my
see it?
in my shelter they don't make you pray before you eat. The only time
no,
they
but
actually
nine
do
times,
that is
what I'm
on
saying,
Labor
Matthew,
Day, Memorial Day, and
Matthew,
Christmas.
you're missing the point. What I'm saying is 9 times out of 10, where I live, if you're gonna get involved in something like you're in, it's gonna be faith based, and they have every right to fucking force their fucking religion on you.
You
Because
see, I changed the
they're
avatar.
not state funded or federally funded.
Now, where did Danny go?
See, I changed my avatar. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
you did, Kevin. Yes, I did. I
Yeah,
see.
see? How
Yes,
come you can
you
see
have.
that?
Oh, what the fuck is that called? That's called the fucking. Yeah, that's from Star Trek. Fucking
The Argo.
the Argo. Thank you.
No, well, that's actually a Can-Am Maverick,
Well,
but
that's actually the
yeah.
Argo. So yeah, there you go. No,
But
that actually is what the Argo is. So
yeah,
there you go.
I own it though too, so that's
Oh well,
mine.
hey, you know what?
That's mine.
I don't own nothing. So give me the jankiest ass motorcycle you got. Give me the fuckiest ass fucking jump you got and
Hey,
say,
Jay, have you had a chance to talk to your landlord yet?
yeah, and he ain't got nothing right now, buddy.
What?
He ain't got nothing right now.
He has no rooms?
Yeah. No, I've been advocating for you, bud. Trust me, I've been advocating for you.
You guys live in the same area then?
No,
he's down by Norfolk.
I
Oh,
am in
okay.
Norfolk,
Like
Virginia.
Virginia. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
he's in the heart of submarine country.
hmm. Yeah, that's
What
like
do you mean
where
by
they
submarine country?
What do you think I mean by that? That's where all our fucking nuclear subs are, you dink.
You're wrong. They moved it to
Yeah, they got
Groton,
them in
Connecticut.
Norfolk, and they got them in Groton, and they got them over on the West Coast too.
After 9/11, most submarine operations out of the East Coast have all been headquartered out of New
Okay,
Groton, Connecticut.
let me ask you this:
okay.
how old are you, Matthew? Matthew, how old are you?
He left.
Okay,
He must have hit the browser
he
again.
must hit the browser, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. He hits. Yeah, you were saying you hit the button. He does it all the time. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, I thought I just changed the picture.
No,
'Cause
but our sub community is still based out of Norfolk, so I don't know what the fuck he was trying to say. Oh, we'll find out.
And
Here he is.
is that where they filmed that movie that Gene Hackman was in with the
No,
submarine?
Crimson Tide. No.
Yeah, no, that's not based out of that. But then the guy was a submarine captain, though.
No. They based Crimson Tide actually was filmed
Where
out
was the port?
of Groton, Connecticut.
Really? Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Which, by the way, Groton is where our that's where we train most of our sailors at. So.
Oh, okay. That one
And
was a good movie too.
they, as I was saying, actually, after 9/11, they shifted most of the submarine operations on the East Coast to Groton, Connecticut, or
Yeah,
Fort
maybe
Lauderdale.
you're thinking of Subcomland. Yes, they switched the main operations, but not what we're talking about here. Subland is the higher fucking
Okay,
officers fucking
well,
bullshit. So
why is your landlord somehow related to Matt needing to know him?
Because
no. He because I told Matthew that because a couple years ago I used to work for my rent for my apartment, right? Through my
Hmm.
so and I've known my landlord for years and years, and I told him I would see if he had something available for him, but right now he doesn't have something for him. So.
Like, but then if he lives in that area and you're in Michigan,
No. Matthew does not live up here. Matthew's down in Virginia.
yeah, I know, but your landlord is man, like he
Is
must
half a
live
block
where
away
you.
from me. No, my
Yeah,
landlord's half a block away from me. So
right. But then him having a job isn't going to help Matthew, though.
no, Matthew having a guaranteed income helps.
Right.
That's no, that I think you heard that right. No, Matthew has a guaranteed income. That's what, yeah. So I don't know.
And that's part of like a government thing, or is it just because of an injury?
Well,
and survivor's benefits. I originally got disability off my mom, but after
Uh,
both my parents died, I transferred to survivors. Give
right.
me
right. And the thing is, Matthew had SSI to begin with. Plus, he got something on top of it once his mom passed away. So,
Right. Okay.
right. Yeah. So
someone just
he's on. So
one of the staff knocked on my door to make sure
okay. So
everything was okay.
I'm gonna put this out there so the Australians and the Canadians can both fucking understand. Matthew was on the dole before his mom passed away. And since his mom passed away, he got some more dole. Okay, so yeah, he's getting some dole from the feds, which is perfectly fucking fine. He
Yeah.
perfectly fucking qualifies for that under our system. So
Well, yeah, and they do the same thing in Canada too. It's it all depends on how it happens, but yeah, everything.
and here's the thing, I got my mom telling me since because I had some shit happen to me, a few years ago where I got fucked up and somebody laced a drink of mine and fucked me up, and now I fucking wake up dizzy and shit and go to bed dizzy. And she's like, "Oh, you need to go to mental health and get this, that, and third, and all these fucking drugs." And I'm like, "I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to drive a fucking truck. What the fuck?"
Mhm.
And she wants and bless her heart, bless my mom's heart. She's 70 fucking years old, you know. She's on Social Security and working for nonprofits that finds housing for homeless people, and she's telling me to go fucking go get on SSI and all this bullshit. I'm like, that ain't who I am. She's like, no, you need to fucking do it. You need to fucking do it. And that ain't who I am because I'm trying to fucking go work for a living for the next fucking 20 years till I'm 70. Right? And I don't, I don't, I don't know.
Yes. Here are the two naval bases that primarily deal with submarine on the East
Matthew,
Coast.
we're not even talking about that.
Hey, I decided to change the. You're right. Submarine school is in
Groton,
Groton,
Connecticut.
Connecticut, but
Yes.
naval submarine bases are on for the East Coast are Kings Bay, Georgia, and New London, Connecticut. There
And
are
none
no
of yeah.
submarines that are
Okay.
stationed
Now
out of
hello.
Norfolk
Okay.
Naval
Yeah.
Operations Base.
Which ones are in Norfolk?
There are no subs that are stationed out of
Thank
Norfolk
you.
Naval
That's what I
Operations
said.
Base.
Thank you. That's what I said.
Very good. Get off of it now.
I'm glad I came in right until we're wrapping up.
Yeah, well,
I'm,
you didn't want to hear any of what we were talking about.
Yeah, you interrupted our Star Trek talk.
Yeah.
is that why Daniel stepped away?
Well, we spoiled it for Daniel a bit because he only saw the first episode and we told him basically the entire plot of the second.
Hey, what about those Q in the second episode?
Huh? Q?
And
What?
now you're spoiled. So I don't know, you might not want to keep listening. So are you going to care?
Or was
We
it a
just
Trelane? We'll never know.
Yeah. So we just spoiled the second episode for you.
Spoiled, like
Not
spoiled
really.
milk.
No?
Don't. Oh, like third base said, don't drink the milk. Why? It's spoiled.
Why? I thought you said you never watched it, but you know about that already?
No, I don't. But
Are you lying? Are
you
you a
have,
liar?
for me, you have
Are
to
you a
give me
liar, pants on fire? What the fuck?
you have to give me a bigger hint
I'll give you a
before I
big
get
end, you
spoiled.
fucking never mind. No, I don't deal with that.
But that is sort of the major plot point of second episode, though. So
It's a shame they're stopping it. Strange New Worlds is the best series since I think Enterprise went off. It's a shame they're stopping it after 6 episodes of the 5th season.
yeah, that
But you
much
know
I
what?
know.
CBS and Paramount are going under because of horrible management. I think
Right.
Skydance Films is buying out Paramount,
Hmm.
and
Jesus
which is
Christ.
owned
I wish
by
I could fucking pay for this shit. I can't even use my fucking video uploads anymore because I don't pay for it.
yes,
Like
Skydance Films is buying Paramount from CBS.
I can't even use my video uploads on StreamYards no more because I
Like
don't pay for StreamYards.
hopefully Skydance knows how to manage everything better because that's what they need to do, or they can split off the Star Trek franchise and sell it to somebody that wants it.
You know who wants it? Disney. But
You know
Okay.
dear
who
God,
wants
I
it?
don't want Disney to
Dick me.
have it.
Dick me.
Well, the issue if it became part of Disney, it'd be way too woke all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Yeah, it'd be like Star Trek, Star Wars. I don't know.
Yeah,
Where do we draw
I
the
know
line?
they would end up like trying to merge the two together, which would be a horrible idea.
Yeah, it'd be like
Like,
you'd have fucking Chewbacca trying to talk
yeah,
to Data. They'd be
yeah,
like, yeah, they'd be like,
it'd be the worst.
yeah,
Like,
Data would actually look confused, and Chewbacca would be like,
I'd almost say the better person to buy it would have been like Netflix. They should just buy Star Trek
they
and then they
had the
can run it.
opportunity 3 or 4 years ago, and they didn't.
Yeah, and they
I
should
think
have.
Netflix is owned by is a subsidiary of
It
Amazon
don't
now, though.
matter. It don't matter who it's owned by. They had the opportunity, and it failed.
Or
Oh.
even Amazon could buy it. I mean,
What about
done.
Sony? Sony Pictures.
Oh,
I
if
bet
we're
they
gonna
would do
talk
good.
about whatabouts, if
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about whatabouts, what about if my dick was 4 inches longer and was 12 inches long? That don't mean
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's just I think that Star Trek might do better as its own studio and not be part of these bigger things like
Almost
the-
like it was in the 60s with the Desilu.
right. Like it should just be Star Trek Studios. And then that way they can control
I got
the TV and the movies and make them unified at least. And whoever buys it should keep those together. That's the ultimate goal. So if they do want to break it.
End this tune.
What? Now you want to go to bed all of a sudden?
No, I want to go to another stream.
Why?
Because I'm getting bored. I'm sorry.
What other stream is there?
Well, I'll put the link in. But,
I think the two good companies.
Actually, a friend of mine is Chris.
Although, here's a company you don't want taking over Star Trek, ABC, because their parent company is Disney.
ABC.
Right.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, who is that that's running that channel?
That's Chris Knight, a good friend of mine.
And what do they talk about?
Well, actually, they're running a game right now.
Oh, like what game?
Jackbox.
I don't know that name of a game at all.
You don't know
Later.
Jackbox? Okay. Bye.
Okay, good night.
Yeah, he don't like Chris, I guess. No, it's like where you fucking make up shit and you just fucking like they something, and fucking put something in and something. Yeah, it's really fucking cool. But yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've done it on my channel before, at least my old channel. But if you want to follow me there, that's where I'm
gonna be. I'll probably just go off and watch something else.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go and have some fun over there. It was good talking to you, Kevin. And hey, I meant what I said. You know what? If you know, when it comes to trucking shit, fuck yeah, let's get together sometime. So.
Yep. Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna end stream. I'll see you later, bud.
Yep.